on this computer. So good morning. This is the second day of our progress meeting. We are going to move on. I have prepared the presentations, how we are going to move and when we are going to discuss with our project officers. Is here, I suspect, mainly as an observer, and then I will give her the floor, probably, after the lunch break, in order, to advise us, consulting us, on regarding the progress of the progress of our project based on what we are going to discuss. But also I have informed her, of course, this is my duty as a coordinator, about some challenges that we face, and we are going to make today or tomorrow, depending on how we are going to progress, the proposals, how we are going to move on, the rest of the 60% of the project regarding time. So let me share my screen, this is, first of all, I think that we should introduce each other, to our colleague from Brussels. I will provide the floor first to Danila to introduce herself, and then, as I will give you the floor, as I can see on the screen, in order to introduce yourself. So Danila, the floor is yours for a very fast introduction, please.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Sorry.
No, I can't hear.
You are muted, Daniela.
Okay, but if I Hi, sorry.
Oh.
The speaker off. And the mic on.
They were off. Okay.
Now it's good.
Now it's good.
Yes?
Less, so
Speak through your microphone and I will mute this.
I think it's
now
better.
there's echo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now it's perfect.
I'm unmuted.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, sorry, good morning. As you can see, I'm not in engineering. I'm Daniela Conte. I'm an economist, by the way, and I'm happy to join this meeting today. I joined the agency in July only, but I come from the research world. I was project advisor in the research in social inclusion for more than 10 years. So I'm very familiar with implementation of project management. And well, that's it for the moment, as I need to be very brief. Thank you.
Thank you, Danila. Now I will provide the floor to Noga. And then, as I can see, my screen, I will move on from the left to the right. So Noga, the floor is yours for a very fast introduction.
Good morning, everyone. Noga Gulst. I'm a lecturer in HAT, coming from the field of entrepreneurship and innovation, and helping Nava and Hillel with whatever need to be done in impact. And I'm currently the head lecturer in Israel of the in HAT of the COIL the soft and digital skills that we have tonight.
Thank you, Noga. Now the floor is to Tatiana.
So, hi, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. It's working now, I hope. My name is Tatiana Velzer. I'm coming from the University of Maribor. I'm the member of steering committee for impact for the University of Maribor. I'm also the member of European University Athena. For that reason is there still the name. I'm coming from computer science, but dealing mostly also in the BIPs and other things with international and intercultural communication. Thank you.
And now I would like to give the floor to Samia.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
So I'm Samia Zaid. I currently serve as the head of the English unit at the Western Galilee College in Israel. You hear the sirens here? Not close. Okay. I have a PhD in education, and I have a background in English linguistics. I also specialize in developing innovative language learning approaches. I focus on metacognitive learning strategies and student-centered curriculum design, with particular emphasis on cultural diversity and ecological perspective to learning. Thank you.
So now I will provide the floor to Sasha.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, okay, perfect. So I'm Sasha Grasic. I'm from University of Maribor. As are my colleagues Tatiana and Joseph. We are from the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. I'm currently employed as a researcher working on Erasmus Plus and other projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sasha. And now the floor to Hillel. Right next to your name, also your university. It will be very nice when we are going to provide the floor to our colleague from Brussels to know to whom or who is talking or who is speaking. Hillel, the floor is yours. Thank you.
I just did that, yeah. Hi, I'm Hillel. I'm from HIT, Holon Institute of Technology, a colleague of Nava and Noga. I'm a historian. I teach at the School of Multidisciplinary Studies. Actually, all of us are from the School of Multidisciplinary Studies at HIT. I'm here under my hat as the international coordinator of the school. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, Hillel. Now the floor is to Nava. I have to highlight that Nava has been connected from New York. That's his writing.
What time is it there?
It's 3:30 in the morning.
This is devotion.
I wanted to show my devotion to the project. But anyway, I am coming from HIT. I'm in the steering committee representing Holon Institute of Technology. I'm the head of the multidisciplinary department. In my training, I'm a computational linguist. I do AI, both in industry and academia. And I see this project as one of the most important projects I've done in my academic career.
Thank you, Nava. Now to my friend Stan. Stan, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Stan Sofer from Gordon Academic College. My academic background is in the hard sciences, but over the last 20 years, I've been in charge of quality assurance at my college. And for the last 12 years, I've been heavily involved with international projects, including Erasmus Plus and Tempest. From the financial point of view, I've been involved with the financial management of the project.
Thank you very much, Stan. Now the floor is to Rhonda.
Good morning, everybody. I'm the director of international projects at Gordon College of Education. I'm an anthropologist by training. I have a lot of experience in international programs and program development, not only for Erasmus, but for UNICEF and World Bank, where we are managing a few projects right now. This is a very exciting project. It's our first virtual exchange program, and for us, it marks entering into a new field, which we're very excited about, including the use of AI, which we're using constantly now for our work in UNICEF and in other fields.
Thank you, Rhoda. Now the floor is to Aya.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aya, and I represent the Timken Foundation within this project. I am currently serving as Chief Operating Officer of the foundation, and I have an educational background in journalism and communication.
Thank you very much, Aya. The floor now is to Eli.
Good morning. My name is Eli Shmueli. I'm from IUCC, Inter-University Communication Center, and I'm responsible for the Meital unit. I'm the manager of Meital. It's the Inter-University Center for E-Learning. we are supporting higher education institute in Israel to promote learning technology in their teaching and learning. And we're involved in this project as well with other projects for a few years. This is a special one because it's a virtual exchange, and we are trying to collaborate and spread the different collaboration with other institutes that involved in our activity and to see how they can benefit from that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eli. Now it's Joseph from University of Maribor.
Good morning. My name is Joseph Yarkash. I'm with the team of University of Maribor. Chair of the team is Tatiana, who already presented herself, introduced herself. So I'm professor of informatics and media communication, having some research.
Joseph, you muted yourself.
Oh,
my mistake.
Okay.
I experiment something.
Should I go again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Say, continue. They lost me,
Good.
No, but still you're muted.
No. Continue. I'm muted.
So I'm happy to work with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. I experiment something. That's why, Now to Omar Sharif. No, Abdelillah, the floor is yours. He looks like Omar Sharif.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Abdelillah Kadili. I'm the president of the Tamkin Foundation. My background is kind of, I've been with the government here in Morocco, as a director of administrative reforms, then in the United States in various capacities. I preside over Tamkin Foundation, which is an NGO whose work is focused on improving education in Morocco and around the world with a focus on the African continent. We've developed several programs, and I'd be happy, and please, we'll be sharing with you the Tamkin equation for the improvement and transformation of education using ICT and also AI. Very pleased to be in this gathering and this meeting, working on this very interesting project with a lot of involvement from everybody. Looking forward to doing more. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdelillah. And now the floor is to Elena. Elena represents the Virtual Exchange, which is an associate partner, but with a great contribution. Elena, the floor is yours.
Yes, I'm the Managing Director of the Virtual Exchange Center. I specialize in virtual exchanges, innovative pedagogy, teaching online. I teach also business English and English for purposes of international communication as a lecturer at Western Galilee College. So we also work together on bringing and involving Western Galilee College in this project. I'm also involved in faculty training, basically in all kinds of digital tools, AI, innovative pedagogies, and I'm happy to see all of you today.
Thank you, Elena. Now the floor is to Nikat, to Naim, and Maisa.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Maisa. I am the International Relations Officer at the NICAD. I've been at the center for 5 years, and I am responsible for everything that's related to USAID reporting and youth programming at the center.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nick Boulay, the CEO of NICAD. It's a nonprofit organization, works especially with youth around technology, art and technology. We have 3D printing, photography, and video editing for the youth, exchange students, and virtual. Also nowadays, this is one of our favorite things to do today because of the circumstances in Israel. So we're always building ourselves to meet the demand for our local community. We work with Arab and Jewish at the same time, the diversity of population to let them meet around the technology and have the ability to speak to each other and to build their skills of accepting the other.
Thank you very much. To Ilaria.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, very well.
I'm Ilaria. I'm a representative from University Telematic International University Nettuno, which has a strong and long history of collaboration with the Mediterranean University.
Thank you very much, Ilaria. And Katerina is with us here, so probably she can come behind me.
Hello, good morning, Katerina Zulu. I'm the director of Web2Learn, which is an research and development company on digital education. We are also working on civic engagement and citizen science. Very happy to work with you. I'm looking forward to day 2.
Thank you. And I have my colleague here, Professor Kaliakatsos, has joined us, for the second day of this virtual exchange meeting. He's very much interested in also to set up new virtual exchange projects. Yeah. So he will follow with us and he will interact with us, later on. All right? Until, he just entered, join us in the room. So after this short introduction with our colleague from Brussels, with you, I will continue my presentation, since yesterday. I will make a very fast review what we have discussed, mainly in order to update Danila for our discussions, and we will move on. So today we are going to continue to have the overview of the Work Package 3, Work Package 4. Then we are going to discuss between us and exchange opinions about the progress. Then we are going to check what we are planning. And then, Danila will provide us, a feedback, after lunch. So I'm expecting to finish today at 2 o'clock CET, which means 3 o'clock Athens time and Tel Aviv time. And, we don't have any participant from the Central Europe. So I don't know why I'm using this CET for this meeting, just, I think from habit. I don't know what is the time in Morocco. I think it's like 1 hour ahead of CET. It's like Greece, or I don't know, it should be CET. You are CET. Yeah.
Yes,
so
we're CET.
That's why I have used CET. So everything can be justified now. So let me share my screen in order to start the presentation. So I will share the screen. And I hope that you can see. Can you see? Someone just not, all right, so you can see.
Yes,
so this is
it's the wrong screen. We're seeing your notes and not the big presentation.
All right, so let me check why this is happening. Like stop sharing, and I will share it again. I will share it again, the right screen. Yes, yeah, I know now. Thank you. Now you can see the correct one, no?
Yes.
I mean, both of them, they are correct, but anyhow. So what I'm going to do is like to sum up, what we have discussed during the first day very, very fast in order, to continue. First of all, I would like to say to you in Greek, since we are a cultural, also multicultural project, Kalimera in Greek means good morning. So it's the first thing that I'm going to ask you tomorrow to tell me. So keep a note. So this is the second project, face-to-face progress project that we are doing. And the things that I would like to ask first of all of you is to register. So register, on the today's, session. So you can QR code this, and I will send you also the link. I'm ready to send you also the link for the people that you are not using the QR reader. Please register your participation of today. Either you are face-to-face or you are oh, no, sorry. No. Sorry, I repeat. Sorry, do not QR this code. This QR code is a reminder of today's lecture that we have within the framework of a COIL in soft and digital skills. So I did it in purpose so you can register. So I will send you now email in order to participate. This is also justified. It's a very nice session because it combines the teaching pedagogy of EduScrum with the soft skills development. This is within the framework of the course that we run in COIL and in soft and digital skills. So now you need to register here for your second day. This is the right QR. Sorry. I need to warm me up. This is good for me to do it both, because now I'm going to send you a reminder. You know, you need to participate. You have registered. We also send you the link. So I suspect, let me stop sharing in order to send you the link for the people that you don't have the...
Do you want me to put it in the WhatsApp?
Yeah, please place it, you know, send it,
Okay,
you know. For...
I'll send it in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, thank you. So I think now we are ready to continue. So this is very important to know who is participating. If I would like to give a brief review, I have placed in the YouTube channel of our project the recordings of the yesterday discussions. So this is not a public link. I'm placing it over there. I will send you an email. I think that I have sent you an email of this link today. I don't remember if, you know, in the review email that I have shared with you, I have placed you the link. However, this is something that can be reviewed. You have an access to the file through our shared file system regarding this second progress meeting. This is the first day. So if you would like to review what we have discussed the whole day, you can find the recordings there. Of course, you know, after the end of the whole meeting, you know, on Thursday or on Friday or by the Sunday, I will try to make a summary. I have prepared a summary for today, for what has happened yesterday. I will do it, you know, every day in order to move on. Yesterday, we had 18 participants. However, we missed the participation of 2 of our partners. What we have done, we review Work Package 1 activities, included task 1.4, which is one of the 4 tasks of the Work Package 1. Stan gave us a very nice presentation, an overview presentation, and also suggested things to improve, which is very important. And also Work Package 2. So this is like also some family photos that we have received yesterday through the working station, but also through the dinner. So we are trying still to digest. You know, next time I hope that we are going to be more. The chips were fantastic. Chips is like the MVP of yesterday. So
for inviting us.
yeah, no, I mean, it's my obligation. And I hope that, you know, all of us, we could be here, but I know what are the circumstances. So the summary of the Work Package 1, you know, we have here some plus things and some minus things. So regarding Work Package 1 is the management and the coordination. So what we have realized yesterday, we have set up the framework to operate and communicate as a project. We have our digital tools regarding communication and storing and uploading our files. You should have an access, at least the steering committee, you should have an access, all of you. We have the templates to report, to make our presentations, and etc. We have our regular meetings, online and face-to-face. And we know where the third face-to-face meeting will happen if the situation will remain the same in our area. It will happen in Thessaloniki, but more announcements will come, you know, towards this is going to be the closing meeting anyhow. But we are going to have chances to meet each other, you know, through our international weeks, the events that we would like to do as a follow-up. I have some very nice also news from the yesterday meeting that I did with 2 other European-funded virtual exchange projects and how we are going to collaborate. We have a plan, I think, and what we would like to do and to enhance the impact of what we are doing. So I think that, from the discussion and from the stance also evaluation, we have a friendly, but also we should keep the professional environment. Sometimes, a friendship and job should distinguish. It would be nice to combine, but we should distinguish these two things. We have some things that we need to improve. I call them minus. We have not completed yet the consortium agreement. As I told you, this is not a legal document. We have the grant agreement, but it's something that we have promised. So I would like, the partners now, probably we need to change it, after, the decisions that we should make, as a result of this meeting. But, it's still, stand by, and it's like something very, very simple. And we face the phenomenon of the sleepy partners that we are trying all together to overcome. This is regarding work package 1. Suggestion is like, as you have seen yesterday, I have the names of the various working groups that we work. We would like also to create a new working group, which has, it's the student board. So we have the working group of the steering committee, we have the dissemination, we have the academic group, mainly that consists from academics that they have offered training for our teachers, lecture sessions in the COILs that we are running, lecture sessions from our BIPs. So we have these different Google Drive documents. I will, after the meeting and on Sunday, I will ask each one of you to update your staff that participates in these working groups in order to be more efficient. And if we have the details of someone that is not involved anymore in this project, this information to come from you as a coordinator, as a part of the steering committee, and update our lists. We need to, some other things that is suggestion from the quality assurance, reports, like to engage partners more in the decision making. First of all, here is like, I would propose the following. First of all, you need to participate, all the partners, in the meetings, and we have the grant agreement on what we have to do. So this is a part of the engagement. If we know who is doing what, and this is very clearly described in the grant agreement, we should follow. And moreover, I will ask from the work package leaders. We have 4 work packages. We have leaders in the work package in the online meeting that we are doing every month to report the progress. So the work package leaders, they should read, the grant agreement several times to know who is doing what, as is described, and then remind them. Also, use myself as a coordinator to boost the things. We have plenty of time, and we have done things, but we can do much better. To include more interaction in our online educational sessions. This is a comment that is going to the teachers, that they participate in our COILs and in our online activities, even face-to-face activities. I think this is a general challenge on how to interact more with our students. And the main suggestion is like to provide them, use the breakout rooms and provide them, things to do together, and then come and feedback to us. More than this, we prepare the debates, the student debates, as you will see today, in order, to have even more satisfaction among our participant teachers, students and teachers. Yesterday, we have seen that in our Moodle platform, we have 635 students that they have interacted with our activities for the moment. And also, I kept something, that quality assurance provided to us, to have follow-up actions of all our events. So I will provide you later on today what I was thinking to do, or what probably has already decided to do as a follow-up event. So regarding summary of the work package 2, which has to do with the preparation of our curricula and our training activities. So the plus is like we have a Moodle platform to operate. Of course, we are waiting, for a more updated or more, how can I say, more sophisticated, I will say, Moodle platform. UNITUNO is working on this, but in the current Moodle platform, we have also integrated another deliverable of our project, which is the blockchain technology. Blockchain is so important because the certificates now that we're going to provide to the students that they follow the 2 COILs or the 3rd COIL that we will start very soon, or even, the global citizenship open lectures are going to be secured with the blockchain technology in order to be, how can I say, credible, what we are offering, following, of course, the assessment policies that we are describing in our courses in Moodle. For the moment, we have planned and executed, not planned, we have executed 33 online training events for our teachers. The links are there in order to go to the website, also to follow, or through our Moodle platform. I'm not going to test it. We have tested yesterday, so I'm not going to do it today. All the information for our officer is in our website in order to monitor. And if you would like more information, I'm here to provide. The minus thing, regarding this is like we have beyond the 33, we have in the project proposal, we have proposed 12 training sessions. We have already delivered before the end of the project 33 training sessions. But, in order to be bureaucrat and following the list, we have also promised some 8 other topics of training sessions for our teachers. Some of them very important. For example, how to moderate the virtual exchange. This is very important for me that we need to do it. Or also how to use the different copyright policies, or to get informed about the copyright policies. Policy is very important because everything should be available through our Moodle platform and later on through our website to anyone. These are, as I told you, European tax money. We pay in order to, we have got the grant also to provide access to everyone, following open access, and we have here some experts. Katerina is an expert in open access policies, or can bring other experts from the open access, through Europe, to discuss with us how we need to deal with this priority. And of course, we have 2 reports that we need to write about pedagogy and technologies for virtual exchange, and also the learning analytics principles. I can help in both of them, but I have placed also the people that they are responsible according to grant agreement. Now, suggestions regarding work package 2. We need to complete the missing actions. So the coordinators here of the institutions that they are going to coordinate this, particularly the reports, is Gordon and Meital. To plan a COIL in intercultural communication and gender balance, Tatiana is working already on this. She has already offered this session, but this is going to be more for staff, this kind of, let's say, training sessions. And we mentioned yesterday the training sessions, and I have placed this point. It will be 20 to 45 minutes maximum. And it will be offered synchronously, and through our YouTube channel, they are going to offer it asynchronously, or through our Moodle platform. And we have in our Moodle platform about the training seminars of impact, and whoever has an access to be able to check it. So this is mainly, a summary of what we have discussed, yesterday. I tried to summarize this, in very few sentences. If I have missed something, please, the floor is yours in order to add. If I have missed something, or if there is any misunderstanding of what we have discussed, yesterday. More will come today. Have I missed something? So if not, I will move on. So I'm moving on. So now we are going to discuss here the pilot program. So in order, to guide all of you, the pilot program consists from 3 tasks. The first task is like the training, the execution of the planning of the work package 2 as a training programs to our teachers. We envision, this training in order all of us to learn about the tools, about the cultural aspect of what we are doing, because we are called to engage through our activities, different cultures in order to collaborate. So I think that the teachers also should be equipped with the pedagogies, the technologies, that how to do this. And also, the pilot programs, the COILs that we have promised to implement. We have promised, in our proposal to deliver 5 COILs. Already we are running 3, and we have 60% more time to deliver more. We don't want to stay in 5. We would like to go to 10 to 15 with the rate that we have, with the pace that we have, because as I told you, this is something that we pilot all the universities for first time, and I think this is the future of internationalization, to be honest, because by writing also a policy paper, how to credit and how we recognize virtual mobilities, I think that this is something very helpful for the European Commission and also for our universities, because this is the main motivation for virtual exchanges. People that they cannot physically move, to be able to take a flavor of the internationalization and the impact of the internationalization. So if as a project we make our recommendation, actually how as a universities we are going to recognize virtual mobilities, even though that's not going to be a national policy, but as a universities, if you bring me in contact with the other vice rectors of internationalization, we can write a recommendation paper or a recommendation white paper, or that universities that they participate in the impact, they suggest to recognize virtual mobilities following these kind of steps, this kind of policy. This is not a commitment, but also I think that this will contribute to the exploitation and the leverage of virtual exchanges. And this 50% of physical mobility that the European universities they have set up as an overall goal of EU is impossible to be achieved with physical mobility. Now the physical mobility is something like 10% or maximum 12% in some cases. So what is like, again, the mission of this work package? The leader here is University of Maribor, which means that the University of Maribor and Tatiana Velzer, as a leader, should report in our monthly progress meetings after communicate with me what progress do we have and what news do we have regarding this, the execution of this work package 3. For example, after a month, probably Tatiana, after consulting me, but also after following our activities, we could say, this month we had delivered, 5 online sessions or 6 online sessions, and the participants within Impact and the participants beyond Impact, we are 100, 150. We need to keep tracking this number. I will prepare, template, and I will have different, meetings before the next phase next online progress meeting with the leaders. So the duration of this work package, however, we have started. I think that from the month 1, because we have organized already 2 blended intensive programs through the Impact, so which combines physical and also the online mobilities. We are running right now. That's why I have placed the link in order probably, the colleague from the Brussels to be able to follow a session of our COIL, and in order to check, how do we implement. However, everything is recorded, and through our YouTube channel, you can have access, what we are doing. The specific objectives of this work package is organization of training schools. For example, a training schools, they were the 2 BIPs that we have organized, and we are planning the 3rd one in soft and digital skills. The training school also, another event of these training schools for staff are the international weeks that we organize here in Chania. The 11th International Week had the topic of soft skills as the 10th one. The 12th one that it will happen at the beginning of June here in Chania. The main topic will be virtual internationalization, doctoral studies, and soft skills. So you can see these are follow-up events of what we are doing. I will remind also to you that one of the part of the pilot program was the Erasmus Days 2024, which was like a conference regarding sharing the experiences, good policies, and the challenges of all the experts that they are involved all over Europe and beyond Europe. We have participations from Brazil, Argentina, United States, with 2 universities, California and St. George in New York, that they presented, their policies and challenges regarding virtual exchanges and how do they use them, particularly the sharing policies, the sharing experiences from the US universities and South America. It's to look to me that South America is using a lot COILs and virtual exchanges in order to promote internationalization due to lack of staff, due to lack of budget for their students to be mobilized. So we have done this, as a part of this organization of training schools. We have also our training modules. I'm talking now about the COILs. We are running right now, this is the third week of 2 COILs that we are running, one in soft skills and one in digital skills, and another one in research skills. Both of them, they have attracted also the participation of universities beyond impact as well. So in the case of the soft skills and research skills, we have the University of Biała-Białystok from Poland that they participate. And also the university from Ukraine, the Polytechnic in Kiev. And also, in the research skills, we have the university in Buenos Aires, the largest state university in Argentina. And also we have the Cornell University from the United States that they participate. The Kiev also participates. And the Weizmann Institute participates. Technion participates with students in this event. So if I will go more, if I will deep a little bit about the tasks and what we have done, task 3.1 has to do with the impact COIL modules. This task terminates at the end of the project. So here the coordinators of this task is HMU and Meital, and the promise that we have made by M36 is like to deliver 5 COILs, to pilot 5 COILs. For the moment, we have started the piloting of 2 COILs. We are starting very soon the third one, the leadership. I will provide the floor immediately to my colleagues later on when we are going to discuss from Holon, or even now. I'm not going to keep, I have the agenda, but for me, agenda is like a reminder. I'm going to coordinate as my thoughts are flowing to you instantly. We have task 3.2, which are the online training workshops. We have done 33 of them, but what we would like to do is like to start not workshops, roundtables, debates for students. So the first debate that we are going to organize is like, of course, in Europe's Day, that we are going to call all our students to speak about internationalization. We are going to start something earlier with the help of Samia from Western Galilee College and Holon in order to students that they have participated in our bid to share with other students the impact of internationalization to them as a students, as an academics, as an academic part of the university, but also as a citizens. What has helped them to interact with different cultures. I will speak also with Tatiana to have a roundtable discussion for students about gender balance in engineering and beyond engineering. Tatiana is very experienced. This is running a similar roundtables for European engineering bodies. And of course, with Elena, we're going to organize, and with Tamkine about the digitalization of the higher education by involving students. But we have a list of the debates. This is just, a short introduction. And of course, with NICAT, we are working. NICAT is very eager to start the interactions with youth. This is a little bit a challenge for me as a coordinator because all of the partners, they are universities. We have a youth center, but this is very important for the civic impact of the universities, how to address, also the youth, learn by the youth what they are looking for, what are their anxieties, in order, to provide even non-formal education to them, even online. The design and the support of the LMS, as I told you, we are working together, HMU and Nettuno. We have the first thing that it works, our LMS. As I told you, we are working with the Nettuno as a project to deliver, the most tailored one, but with, a must to transfer all the data, because we have 635 students already working in the project. We have all these learning analytics that they are proofs for the final report that we have engaged, what we have promised, the numbers that we have promised. So this is a Moodle platform. I made you a tour yesterday. I'm not going to make the tour today again. I'm here with the project officer, and tomorrow, if he has more questions, if he would like to. Anyhow, we had a meeting in between in order to show to her. We are using digital open badges, following the Moodle the Moodle approach, but as we have yesterday, among the pedagogies that we need to include in this report is like what are these recommendations, how to use micro-credentials, how to use open digital badges, or these are the things that we should include in this report that we are preparing. We have already installed the blockchain application, so we are ready after a training that we are going to receive by looking at the open course that we have through the Moodle, how to apply blockchain. Moreover, I think that I will find today between, chips and the meat, with Sasha, today, I think that we should skip lunch, me and you, in order to show to me how to apply the digital portfolio and issue certificates using EDU, this one, CTS. Yeah, this one. All right, and what we have discussed yesterday, one of the things that we're going to deliver without to be a deliverable is like a digital course catalog. So a digital course catalog of what impact has been produced. I will start, after, from the next week, this, digital catalog in a similar way that we have done in the Athena European University to be visible through our website and someone be able to check, what we are offering, even through our website in a more visual impact. So here, as I did yesterday, these are the things that we have already done. So we have done a lot of lectures regarding soft skills and digital skills for our students now. These are for our students. Yeah, I think probably Yorgos likes very much my photo there. I don't know, probably. So
you look like 25, 30 years old. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. We have done lectures about why soft skills. We have done lectures, in collaboration with Virtual Exchange. And I repeat, Virtual Exchange is like an associate partner. How to use Bing and ChatGPT. We have done lectures about time management, lectures about building your own chatbot in order to respond. This is part of the digitalization of the higher education. I think that's a very useful tool for students, how to make presentations. Lecture 6 about, another digital tool. We have building your leadership skills as a lecture. I don't know, it was me, probably it was me that I delivered this. I don't remember. And also, this is like, the first trial of a BIP that we have organized. The registration, we had 80 students, from Impact and beyond Impact. 40 of them, they took the exam. So they followed the whole course. This is a semester course. So it was like 12 sessions. And they followed 40 of them. They followed all the assessment. We ran it from October 2023 to January 2024. This is the first pilot program that we ran as a COIL called, in soft and research skills. We repeat the experiment, and I think that here it's like, if I go back, the quality assurance showed to us yesterday a very nice results about the review that we have received from teachers and also from the participant students. Stan presented us. We repeat after we received and read, quality assurance report that Stan, our colleague from Gordon in Israel, has delivered to us. We repeat the experiment in the next semester, in February 2024 to June 2024, as a blended now program. So we have 12 online sessions, and then the people, they came here for a week in order to have more workshops and activities. We had 132 registration, 89 of them, they followed the exams. I have this photo here. This is like a part of our gathering in our international week. Last year, there were almost 400 people that we discussed, and within the students, we have discussed the importance of the soft skills, how to teach soft skills. In the main amphitheater, in the other rooms, we ran, the workshops of this BIP from the Impact, partners from Impact. We had 4 universities, 3 universities from Israel that participate in the physical mobility as well. It was Holon, it was Gordon, it was Holon, it was Western Galilee College, it was Yazreeli Valley College, it was University of Maribor from Europe, and then we have other universities from Europe that they participate. We have the York College University from the States that they participate. And also a lot of academics. So, the program is available also through the website. So this is like something that we would like. This is a follow-up event of the BIPs in soft and research skills that we follow. So we would like to repeat the same, but in the internationalization, virtual internationalization. These are, the lectures that they have happened during the second BIP: AI use and ethics, public speaking, presentation skills, effective collaboration in virtual teams. Everything can be found in the YouTube channel. Everything can be accessed through the Moodle platform, the lecture notes and also the video recording. Defining and operationalizing of intercultural communication, personalized learning and boosting intercultural competence, design thinking from a colleague. Also, we have a university from Netherlands. The healthy boundaries and assertive communication, effective learning and why you should preparing summaries for the exam, a non-verbal communication by Tatiana, very much linked with the intercultural communication as a topic, when culture does not translate, from a colleague from another University of Poland that participates. So from Poland, we have Bialko Biaska, and also the University of Applied Sciences in Tarnów in Poland. We have also colleagues from the Athena European University, so Tatiana, but also Cusano, workshop in effective communication. We have making soft skills visible and relevant for students, the skills matrix, tools workshop for students, AI tools. These are the face-to-face workshops now that happened last year in Crete. And now we are moving to the next experiment that we are doing. So we have tried, a COIL, a complete virtual exchange first. Then we pilot, our principles in 2 BIPS versions in 2 years, 2023, 2024, combining physical and online mobility, physical and online mobility. And now we are moving to COILs. Someone is going to ask me, what is the difference between a COIL and the virtual exchange that you have applied first? The COILs, but in our case, there is no difference, because the participants in the online part, they were part of an accredited course that were run in their home institution. So the students and also the BIPs, they were accredited activity by itself, 3 CTS, following the Erasmus guidelines. Now these COILs, also the participants here, you can see 11 partners, 4 from Impact, 3 from Athena, and we have partners like Cornell is not a part of any of this consortium, or the University in Buenos Aires is not a part of this, any part of this, more other consortiums that they participate. So we are moving to COILs now in research skills, and not only for researchers. I think that this was like, I remember that I finished the physics department in the University of Crete, and I had to go to the University of St. Andrews in order someone to ask me, to make a presentation. It was the first time that someone is asking me to do a presentation. So from this moment, or someone asked me, to write a paper. So when I wrote a paper, I thought then I received, a red paper from my supervisor. So like, what, he does not like? Yes? Please mute your microphone. Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Noga, mute. Yeah, very smart. Good. So I think that, this kind of courses should be taught from undergraduate, not because you are going to become a researcher, but, research skills like critical thinking, like resilience, like collaboration, like networking. These are things, a part of the scientific writing that we have part. It's a thing, are things that you need to have it as a citizen. If you don't have them, you are lacking. You are not leverage your full potential. So we have started the course from the 16th of October, and the course will finish on the 12th of March. Probably we will continue beyond the 12th of March. So it's not a traditional semester course, something beyond semester. It's like a whole year. Why we are doing this? Because now, due to the conflicts and in our projects, the academic calendars are not followed. In Israel, they don't have an academic calendar, it depends on the situation. So we would like this to follow also a policy from MOOCs to be available there for anyone who would like to learn. Just register. We have registration of 250, now more than 250 students in one event, so registrations counts. And these 250 registrations, they translate to 135 active students through our Moodle. So we have 20 sessions. In virtual exchange, 135 students times 20 sessions, this is the number. This is a number that contributes to 2,500 from one event. All right. So we have the involvement of 16 different academics and trainers, and we are moving on. Tomorrow we have the fourth lecture. The fourth lecture will come from the University of Groningen and has to do with collaborations, how to collaborate in research, not only in research, AP. Simultaneously, today we continue with the third lecture in soft and digital skills. We have our Dutch colleagues that they are going to show to us through EduScrum processes, how do we develop soft skills. For people that you don't know, EduScrum is like a framework on how students to work together using, following the Toyota's example, how to make efficient collaboration through the team working. So the guys, the founder of EduScrum will provide us, will interact with our students. We have over there 125 registrations, and we have 89 active students through the Moodle. So the students, they will come together, they have some tasks to work together in order, to evaluate later on, the development or realize the development of the soft and digital skills, because this happens online. Now I will provide the floor to Nava. This is the hierarchy. We're not in the army, but this is like the coordinator. To explain to us, we have preparations of the third COIL. So the other two, they have started. Later on, if you would like to skip also the lunch, I can show to you. It's better to have a lunch in order to have time with Sasha to work together about, blockchain. But I would like to provide the floor to Nava to tell us about the preparations about this new COIL in leadership. Actually, today we have a meeting, but I will provide the floor to Nava. Nava, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. So the idea for this COIL, for the concept came from discussion with Kostas that said this is very important. We are training our young generation for its next level. And one of the things we want to encourage is leadership. The whole project is about leading change and communication. And part of it has to do with leadership. It's a different kind of leadership. I will explain in a second. So we feel that it's our duty to also provide not only the skills, but also the ecosystem. When we're designing with a group of universities that will participate in this call, we were thinking that we need not only give the skills or talk about what should be done, but also to familiarize the students with what is going on in the world, in this ecosystem of different types of leadership. So we are talking about leadership in technology and innovation. We're talking about leadership. What does it mean to be a leader when we talk about environmental and ESG? We are talking about leadership in education and public activities. And we have divided around, I think, 6 or 7 areas where we want to discuss leadership. Not only that we did that, and we assigned each of the countries or each of the contributor a topic that he will be responsible, but we are going to bring experts and to show the students case studies of real examples. From experts, for example, we have a professor that will just join us that is an expert in climate and sustainability, and he's going to talk about leadership in this area. So in addition, we thought that it would be very interesting for the students to see kind of panel, or not exactly a debate, but a discussion, a panel of experts. So this is a very unique combination of lessons, panels, interaction, and expert case studies in order to discuss, to bring a holistic view of leadership and prepare and train this next generation for what at least we wish it to be. And these days, with everything that's going on, we're thriving to we are aspiring to have real leaders in the world. So this is our contribution to that area. Of course, we have a syllabus that can be approved, and we are going to have accreditation for that. We are responsible to lead it, but we already have a team that is working, so the syllabus is ready for approval. And today we will discuss some of the details just to finalize things, but we can go ahead. The course will start in December, beginning of December, and hopefully it will be something that we can continue as a course or even a frontal workshop. We can do this time, this roundabout, and think of how to then improve it and do something really valuable. We don't know what will come out of it, but we decided that we're going to have little projects that the students will do, and we'll give extra credit if they do it with the multidisciplinary, multicultural, multi-state groups. So we are really hopeful about this idea. And again, thank you, Kostas, for pushing us.
I'm not pushing anyone. You need to have,
pushing us in a good way. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
It's 4 o'clock, huh?
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Elena?
Yes, I would like to add, thank you very much, Nava. This is a really interesting course. We're looking forward to launching it together. I just wanted to add that as part of our preparation discussion, we decided to see how we can implement actually youth organizations. And I wanted to remind Kostas and maybe also involve NICAT, Naim, Maisa, if you're there. At the beginning of January, we decided to actually co-organize as one of the sessions dedicated to this course is going to be about social leadership and public leadership, and youth organizations will actually, introduce themselves, showcase their activities, their initiatives, and we will have also actual youth joining us as well, especially from female leadership. Like we have several connections with youth organizations promoting female leadership, young girls, tech skills, high tech, learning all kinds of programming, and their graduates will join this event actually to showcase how these activities influence young girls around the world. So we are planning this big event during one of the sessions, and I'm helping in organizing it. So I will be reaching out. Maybe first of all, you should definitely join and present your organization as in a round of other youth organizations and participate in the virtual exchange discussion. And I also wanted to mention another course that is going to be led by the Western Galilee College. We have a very successful business English course, which actually brings...
I think that these things, we can discuss them, later on in the session, what we are planning.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. So let me continue. So we have the information. You can, if you would like to learn more about the leadership, we have a meeting today. So Nava will coordinate. So let's move on to the other things that already are underway. So this is a whiteboard of the Work Package 3, in order to summarize what we have done. So we have done already 2 blended intensive courses with participation of the European students and Israeli students. We have 3 COILs that are 2 of them, they are running. One of them is going to be launched in December, and more are coming, as Elena has mentioned, but we're going to discuss this, in the session, what we are planning. So, and the other one is something that we start, tomorrow on Wednesday. We have the open lectures of impact in global citizenship. And what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is to introduce the European values and opportunities to work or set up a company in EU. This is the first part. This comes in collaboration with the Europe Direct, offices in Greece. The second one is to introduce in a funny but serious way, the different cultures that we involved in impact. And we continue with, some funny names, but as I told you, it's like the Greek fat wedding, for example, it's going to be, what is the Greek culture? Then we have other, titles, in order to introduce all the impact people, their culture through the students and through the staff. We had a first pilot has happened and was very successful. It was a colleague from Morocco, from Aoui, that he presented what is the culture and how to communicate, with Arabs. And it was like, as I told yesterday to the colleagues, it already is used as an example in a business school in Wiesbaden in Germany, in order to show as a part of the course there, what they are doing. We have the asynchronous course in blockchain technology available in Moodle, and we have integrated the blockchain in the Moodle. And other things that we have, these are some numbers of, not registration. These are numbers of active participation. So, I mean, this is a confusion that we have. Speaking with our previous project officers, he told us, the 2,500 corresponds to the registrations of your event. So here we count two things. We would like to keep the first rule because this is the rule that our project officer has told, but we are going to provide two numbers. Of course, we would like to overcome two numbers to achieve the two numbers, the 2,500, in both numbers. So we have the registrations, and already yesterday, a rough estimation is like that we are more than 3,500 registrations in our events, so much more. And we have just finished the first year of the 2,500. But here you can see registration of active registration in our courses. So these numbers is like we have 523 users, students registered in our Moodle platform. In COIL, in research skills, we have 136 active participation. We have 87 now in soft and digital skills. In BIPS, we had 132. In BIPS, in the first version, 81. So each one of these sessions are 10 to 12 sessions. So if you multiply these numbers by 12, you can see the active participation now in numbers. So I think that we are moving towards under the plan. We have not finished the job. We need to do more in order to be secure, because this number is like very much linked with the funding that we have received. Probably we are going to do excellent things, but the things should have an impact, and we need to have, in my opinion, confirmed active participations. We have the registrations, active participation. So if you add these numbers and you multiply by 12, you can see that we are it's like close to, what did I say? No, much more, because 136 times 10 makes, what? More than the what did I say to you, 1,360 virtual exchange participations. So we need to keep these numbers, very high. I would like to thank, the universities that they have contributed to this. So for the moment, more are going to come, I'm pretty sure, more universities through Eminent. Through Impact will join us. So we had participants from HMU, from University of Maribor, from Cologne, from Yazreli Valley College, another associate partner, Western Galilee College, Weizmann, and Gordon. Gordon has just joined in the COIL that we ran in digital skills, and I'm in communication with their students. So this is what has been achieved for the moment regarding Work Package 3. If, I would like to make a small break of 5 minutes in order to take some water. I would like, if there are some questions, if are anything that we can discuss. This is a picture that we have for the moment about Work Package 3. What is running or what has been achieved. I don't know if you would like to to comment or later on.
No,
okay, later on, she's going to speak with us. So don't forget that she's an external censor here. We have our progress meeting. So if there are any questions or any doubts, or if I have missed something from the picture that we have until now, I have not registered for exam. And this is something else that also contributes, the trainings that we have offered. We have over 33 trainings. We have registration there, and we have participants there as well. So this counts. These are not only students, are also the staff from within our. And Elena has provided to us something like 3,000 more participants in our training events for staff. Which means like even if you take 50% of the participation, we have the participation. Elena has the participation because she can check it through Zoom. and I'm waiting for this Excel. Elena, the floor is yours. Roughly, what is the number from the staff point of view?
So we had about not 3,000, 2,000, almost 700 registrations, and among those numbers, well, sometimes I had more actually joining us on Zoom than registered, and sometimes obviously less. So we'll have under 2,000, confirmed active participations in faculty training, and sometimes faculty and students together. So we had real virtual exchange sessions about different training initiatives. So I will share the Excel files with the names of the participants.
Yeah, the names are very important. I mean, I know that we have the data protection, but these names are we are going to follow the process of the European Commission in order to provide these names as a proof. So roughly, if you add the numbers of active participants, not registration, we are something like 4,000 something more. But this is, look, the job has not finished, because this is not equal contribution by all the impact partners or only from impact. We involve Europeans, we involve the nationalities that within the impact, but some are lacking on this. And unfortunately speaking, this is like a budget that we have received, all of us, according to what we have signed. So at the end of the day, probably we satisfy the numbers, but at the end of the day, for the second installment, or the money should be recontributed or redistributed, to the people that they have offered these active numbers. This is not, this is like what I'm going to propose later on, or at the end of the project, as we are moving. Of course, we have partners that they are not universities. However, they should contribute with the lectures, with the sessions, with disseminations. This is something that we should do.
Or talks.
Or talks, yes, exactly. They can attract, through their talks, other target groups. All right, so we have good news and we have bad news, always. This is life. This is conservation of energy in physics. So let's keep, internally we know better than anyone. We can present, or I can present things to be ideal, but we know our internal challenges and we need to overcome them. So I suggest to make a break. Now it's like 11:15, local time. I'm going to speak local time now. Quarter to the hour. A quarter to the hour. Let's come back on the hour. All right, with the work package 4, which is dissemination. Okay, thank you. So let me share my screen. I forgot to mention also another activity that we have to continue on Thursday. This is something that I missed. So let me also share another screen before I will move to the presentation. Let me continue. Let me continue and I will come back on this. So, yeah. Okay, so let me continue now with the activity, the last activity that I would like to show to you what is the picture for the moment, which is the dissemination and exploitation activities. This is an activity that will be completed, by the end of the project. However, I think, some things have happened, some things we need to plan to start. So this is like the leader here is the Western Galilee College. However, Western Galilee College already has assigned a colleague that is monitoring our social media, monitoring, the visibility of our website. She's making a suggestion together with Samia. As I told you, this activity starts from M1 and terminates in M36. So the project has started according to the grant agreement the 1st of July 2023, which means that it's going to be terminated by the 1st of July or 30th of June of 2026. The specific objectives of this work package is the dissemination of the project's results, the communication plan, the measure of the impact of communication actions, and build an exploitation plan. Which means exploitation plan, as we will come later on, and it's going to be one of the discussion and on one of the things that we need to start to work. It's something like what is the next day, and during our discussions, and not today, yesterday, or even before, I think that we share the same vision that virtual exchanges should be part of our daily life, part of our internationalization, part of our academic, programs, because offer something that, the face-to-face programs do not, the inclusivity, the access of various learners, either they are lifelong learners or are people that they don't have the chance, workers, that they don't have the chance to come and follow a university degree. And I think that in the future, we can even offer, online, a full minor program, as I have discussed with you, that I think that this is a next step that we need to design even before the end of this project in order to offer something more concrete. And I think that the COILs and how we are going to collect them and what we are going to offer based on the learning outcomes and the competencies is something very attractive. So what has happened until now, the first task is dissemination and exploitation plans. We have the dissemination plan. Here I have placed within parentheses Web to Learn, because this was like the draft that Web to Learn has offered to us. However, the coordinators here I can see is Western Galilee College and AWI from Morocco. So I will ask from Samia to the dissemination plan is accessible, through our Google Drive. Please revise it, and if you think that something is missing, it's quite complete. I think that these plans should be a little bit general. I mean, of course, we have the targets, but the targets, we show them with the numbers that we offer, in the deliverables. To have a lot of flexibility, I think that this should be, and I think that this is how it's written. It provides details, but also provides the flexibility for us to be more free, to what we would like to do. My suggestion on this is the dissemination activities or, exams of the dissemination activities that already we are doing, and I will present them. Should be categorized per stakeholder. The channels that we are using should be, appropriate per stakeholder. These are my suggestions, but we need to work on this. We still have some months because this is at the end of the second year, M24. Right now we are M15. All right, but we need to be proactive. We have something. We need to terminate and need to start to upload things. We are doing things, and we need to upload things for the progress report as well. Still, we have the exploitation plan that we need also to deliver in M24. This is Western Galilee College and AWI as a responsible staff. I will participate in this as an intermediate from the Europe. So it's going to be a partner from Israel, a European partner, and partner from Morocco. This is a deliverable that we need to do, and we're going to work, the three of us, and I will be the intermediate. Regarding now the design, produce, and the update of the dissemination material, already we have, and I will make a tour, more for, or I don't have to make a tour, to be honest. Daniela already is visiting our website. I think that you have the URL. So we have a complete function website. We have placed all the information, or almost all the information. Something is missing, and thank you very much, Sasha, for this. Is like to completely update the secret page that is shared only with us, which is the online document store. To place everything that I have in the Google Drive, to place some of them in the online document store. This is something that I'm going to do. We have the roll up, as you will see. We have the templates. How I corrected a little bit the templates because I'm very obsessed with these things. The main thing is like to work with the master slide. If the things are not worked in the master slide, there's the problems. But we have the templates. I would like to thank here again the Web to Learn, because they set up the framework in order to be able. I have not started from zero. This is what I would like to say. Okay. We have the Zoom backgrounds that we are using in Impact. And also, we need to have 3 multiplier events online. One in Europe, one in Morocco, and one in Israel. Probably, the multiplier event in Israel has already happened, because all these activities that we have done about the international days, the COIL days, or however we have called, they are partners beyond Impact. So partners beyond Impact, which means like, not nationality, but participants from the universities that they participate as a core partners in Impact. So even partners that they participants from our associate partners, let's say in Israel, because this has been done, like Yazreeli Valley College, the things that we have done, it was not only Yazreeli, it was like another one. I don't remember.
Meital conference.
Meital conference, exactly, are things that they are multiplier events for us. So we have promised in each multiplier event online to have 100 participants not belonging to the impact. But more things, they will come, because a multiplier event could be my presentation as well in the conference in Leon, that also they were partners beyond. The participants in the Erasmus days, that the majority of them, from the speakers, but also from the registration, but also from the participants, they were beyond also impact, and everything happened around impact. This is the only thing that we need is a little bit, to like to group them a little bit better in order to have also a more clear picture, but we have done this. We don't have a multiplier event, and I'm going to work this. I think that, since I'm not traveling and all the events are coming in Crete, my next trip will be in Morocco to meet my colleagues there, from Tamkin and Aoui, because these are the partners that they will continue, in my opinion, in impact, in order to coordinate and collaborate like face-to-face about a multiplier event there in Morocco. This is what I'm going to do, but I'm going to speak with Abdelillah and yeah, I cannot pronounce all the names, but my two colleagues that they are doing their best in these two partners, Tamkine and Aoui. Now, what we are missing is the sustainability plan. This is something else. I'm a little bit confused. I don't know how I was thinking, but we have the exploitation, we have the sustainability. Sustainability for me is more by funding or by processes, how the activities they are going to continue or sustain through our thing. Here we have University of Maribor and Web2Learn to work together as a leaders to deliver this to M36. This is the end of the day. However, I have placed there, some bullet points. What are the other universities and how we need to work on this? So I can see how COILs will be integrated into the university programs. This is something that I can contribute since I participate in the universities, and we ran these two COILs through our decisions. However, more than this, if it's possible to organize a meeting between the vice rectors of internationalization of our universities here, I will encourage it very much. I will email to you in order to decide, in the highest level of internationalization, to sign an MOU that these COILs are going to be part of our, even optional, or a part of the internationalization at home program. I think that, this is something that, will motivate me a lot to speak with other vice rectors of internationalization in order to do so. I will request from you to bring me in contact with them. Another thing is like that probably we are going to work with University of Maribor. Why University of Maribor is like how to measure the virtual mobilities, because already in the European University of Athena, we have started a paper, a policy paper about this, about blended, mobilities, but, the part of the virtual mobility is something that we can continue to work in order to finalize this. I have spoken with the coordinator also of Athena, the first phase, Nuno Escudeiro, and he's very much agreed to finalize this paper. COILs as a joint educational activities engage all partners, sign an MOU. This is something in continuation with the first point. The design of peace education. Here is something that we have already started. I would like to inform, if not, with our Daniela here, that the United Nations has agreed to collaborate with us and continue on the activity that we have about peace education, and we have a series of seminars that people and partners, particularly academics, that they work in conflict zones, they shared with us their opinion how international network of universities can help them to comfort their challenges when they teach in places like Ukraine, North Israel, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Kosovo. I have requested this, I have tried to request and establish contact also with Palestinian Authority, but, with no luck. I'm keeping doing this because I would like, the seminars to be enriched, from all the directions. Even I will try to do something about Crimea, have, the other side, the people in, but now it's forbidden. I cannot collaborate with them, with Russia. So I have only the Ukrainian point of view. Unless
you find Russophone communities in the Baltics.
I have tried to do this through a university in Bremen, the O Connect, that they have a lot of big Russian community there. But I'm still doing it. I don't know, because I have received a lot of emails from EU and no indication of any collaboration with Russia. So I'm not going to risk it.
Even in EU country, right?
No.
And the people in Bremen, I know them pretty well because I was there.
Their ex, tycoon. He's escaping from. Now I'm recording. I cannot say anything. Okay, let's move on. All right. Okay.
Probably not so much interested.
No, they are interested. They have a started up. Because I was visiting them and I'm collaborating, and I gave a workshop for them. So I'm working with all the connector. University.
Yeah, now they are connector. Before they were.
Anyhow, these are the things, the peace education activities that we have already started. So it's there. And why peace education? Because this is what we are targeting. I mean, if you check the title, we highlight, the education, the education through the peace through education. So we are continuing this. We have a lecture, on Thursday. It skipped my mind. This from Ukraine. A lady will speak about the challenges that the Ukrainian academics they face right now. I have conducted also Scholars Under Risk, Scholars at Risk, which is a US initiative through the University of Thessaloniki. I know the professor there from the vice rector's meeting in Greece. They are going to integrate into our activities, and probably citizen science also can play an important role on this, on how you monitor and what kind of research you are doing in order to promote, education. These are the things that they will happen. So here you can see the participants are HMU, who have already started this activity last year, a Western Galilee College that has proposed a lot of speakers, and Holon as well, and also AWI. So probably, I will speak also with the people from Morocco, from Abdellah and Abdellah, to engage also the other side, not because we are going to resolve it, but the voices of both sides, they should be listened in order, to understand and communicate, and probably through the communication, we are going to resolve the problems. Not resolve, but, at least contribute something. And of course, accessibility to the impact resources, the copyright protection that we are discussing with Katerina Zuru. This is very important for the sustainability of our project, because the things should be there, should be open access in order to be used, and this shows the sustainability. So the only thing that we need is to speak with Katerina to add a section, that this is the policy that we are going to follow in order, the impact to be open accesses, or be protected, our work from the external.
Kostas, may I suggest?
Yeah, please.
Intellectual property management or something.
Okay.
Instead of copyright protection.
Intellectual property, yes, I will place it. Thank you very much. I will remember, I will correct. So this is what is we have now. The white. Please.
Now, just a comment. Yes, this is the right terminology, and to ground this on the EU policy on as open as possible, as close as needed. The point is to have everything as a Creative Commons 4.0 license, but prior to do this, we can have an audit that will circulate among the partnership to see if there is any partner that needs to apply a restricted access on something that we are not aware of. That may happen. Otherwise, everything else will be open access under Europol.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. So you are going to initiate this communication. Yeah. Yes. So you are going to receive, pretty soon, an audit from an email that, Katerina will survey your particular peculiarities, if let me so, regarding intellectual properties. Okay? Yes. All right, in order to move on. So the whiteboard of the work package 4, what has been achieved? We have the website. It's updated, almost up to 90%. Since we are organizing things every week, it takes for me time in the weekend in order to upload, all the lectures that have happened. The Facebook page, it was very low. Now we have 252 followers. The thing is whatever we are doing, we need to push the things, and disseminate and communicate our activities, videos, links, through our social media. So the people that they ask for something, now that we have the students, I'm telling them, you need to follow us there, 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 and there. Samia also, during any session, is sending emails, through the chat, follow us in the social media. However, we need to be focused in LinkedIn page, only 8 followers. This is something that we need to improve a lot. YouTube channel, we have 204, now it's like 214 subscribers that they follow our videos and lecture sessions and seminars and roundtables. We have the newsletter. In the newsletter, I will show to you, we have 33 subscribers, even more. Here, I have to say that something that we need to correct very much is like you can subscribe to our newsletter through the website. However, from our website, you don't receive any message, your registration is under process, your registration was successful. I would like to thank, Yorgos for this. And we're going to correct this. So whoever is going to subscribe, not all of you are subscribed because I have the Excel sheet. So it's better, as a partner at least, to subscribe in order, because the newsletter review what we have done. And we have all the templates. We have the templates about the PowerPoint. We have the templates about the Word. We have the poster. We have the roll up, the same that you can see in my back. So, these are the things that we have done regarding communication channels and also communication documents. Here you can see from the Google Analytics from our website where we have the majority of visibility. It looks like the Israeli partners are very active in order to visit our website. Then is like United States. This is very nice that we have an impact, to the superpower. Then it's Greece. Then it's Netherlands. Then Slovenia, Finland, Ukraine, and then they are going very low. So this also is an indicator of engagement. So please, these are the things that I'm going to present every month when we're doing the dissemination. But you can see the engagement over there as well. This is an indicator of the visibility of what we are doing. So we have as a project in the website. We have more than 2,000 total, 2,100 clicks in our website from these areas. You can see our impact. Here you can see our impact. And this is very much linked with what we are doing. We are doing the first Erasmus Days happen with Africa. We have a lot of African students, they participate in our COILs. We have, the collaboration with the US, the engagement of Cornell, the engagement of St. John's, also shows that we are doing something. You see, it's very dark blue. So we are monitored, by the US universities. Probably it's wrong. Probably it's Nava there. Every day is doing click. I don't know. Probably it's this. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that he has more things to do than, visiting. We have Ukraine, a lot of activity.
No, you're wrong because it's active users.
Active users.
It's not unique.
Okay, so let me, say something. So it's even better. It's even better. All right. So these are the things that, we can monitor. So it's not like, everything now can be monitored. And this is good for anyone. Elena, the floor is yours.
Yes, can you hear me?
No. How can I say no if I don't hear you?
I don't know. I couldn't hear what I was saying. Anyways, just we are 17 people on Zoom now, and I posted 2 links in the chat. One for the LinkedIn page, which is not it's just a showcase. Another one is called LinkedIn Group, where everyone can post. Everyone can share from the group to their personal accounts or institutional accounts. So in LinkedIn Group, I think it's a nice place for us to actually attract followers rather than page, because group is more interactive. So please join both links. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elena. This is very nice. So over there, we can monitor the engagement. So, you can see Latin America. Look, Argentina is becoming dark blue because of the engagement of their students in the COIL. So this is also an impact of dissemination, because dissemination, as I said yesterday, it's not just, I'm making a poster or an announcement. This is an announcement, but the dissemination should be checked by its impact. How many people they are learning from your side. So one thing is like, as a weak point, not a weak point, like, we need to improve is the subscription in LinkedIn group that we have already in Impact, and also the subscription in newsletter. I will come back to you after, I will correct with the help of my colleague to receive a message and how many subscribers we have in our newsletter. Because one of the quality assurance comments is like, we need a newsletter every month. But if you are not subscriber, you will receive nothing. So the comment to be valuable and to evaluate it, as a useful one, I need your engagement as well. So we have our monthly, our yearly. This is what we have promised in the proposal: 1 newsletter per year. But we can do it much more often because we are doing activities. So we are going to do more often. And this is a nice tool. I will give you the floor also to our national agencies. So our national agency is the Greek National Agency. I have been called at the beginning of December to train in capacity building, but also in virtual exchanges. Some African universities that are coming to Athens, and I'm responsible for the training of them in 2 actions, in virtual exchanges and in capacity building, like full workshops. That's why I was in Morocco last year, if you remember. So our national agencies, are somehow, monitoring our activities. So newsletter also is a very useful thing. I know also after our 12th International Week, our activities, they have been highlighted by the Israeli National Agency. Like I think Elena provided, an overview, if I'm not mistaken, but also from the Israeli Embassy in Athens as well. So I would like, to happen, the same, with our colleagues in Morocco and beyond, because this is like, what we would like to do, this information and what we are doing. If we attract the attention of these people, it seems that we are doing something useful, probably. So these are things that, show us, the bigger picture in order to be more attractive, and as a consortium to be more attractive in general, if you understand what I mean. Yes, Katerina, please.
Yes, I think there is the frequency, annual or biannual, is good, because the risk is to overload.
Okay, I will keep the biannual then.
Biannual is good because
thank you.
There's a motto that says lots of information kills the information.
Probably, yeah.
People should keep subscribing.
Yes.
The easiest is to unsubscribe.
Yes, I agree. I will keep this motto. How did you say?
I'll find you the citation.
But you said it right now. You said it.
It's lots of information kills the information.
A lot of information kills the information. So I will adapt this. So we are going to go to the newsletter 2 per year, not once per year that we have promised, 2 per year in order to get updated.
No more.
I will share also with you about this, a Google document in order, to upload, the information related to virtual internationalization. Probably you can have other activities about internationalization at home in your university that we would like to disseminate, because this brings us in contact. I would like at this point to tell you something else about the impact what we are doing. Yesterday, I had a meeting with 2 other Erasmus Virtual Exchange projects. So what we are going to do, we are going to sign an MOU between the virtual exchanges projects, the 3 of them, to make an alliance of virtual exchange projects. So what we would like to do, and this is what we will discuss in the future, to create a university alliance based only on this pedagogy, virtual exchanges, from the pedagogy point of view, from the technology point of view. And this is the only way to achieve the mobilities, and more mobilities than what the EU has placed as a target, 50%, because fundamentally 100% of our students, they can do a virtual mobility activity. So I'm working with the coordinators. One is from Portugal, it's from Atlantico University, and the other is from the University of Padua. We are working in order to merge the activities of 3 virtual exchanges. So our COIL will be their COIL, and their COIL will be our COIL. All right? So this is something that, I have made the first meetings yesterday after their request. So I'm working on this. More than this, as an impact of what we are doing, I will leave this to Elena to speak. We submitted 2 cost actions. One cost action, I will let Elena to speak about, which is very much linked with what we are doing. And another one is like the impact of AI in scientific writing, as a part also of the collaboration. Cost actions are like networking activities that helped us to make, it's very competitive right now. It's like less than 10% to receive, but also very useful as a sustainability, or even the submission of the project. That Elena, I will let Elena to explain. It's a part of our sustainability. Even if it's not going to be approved, it's a part of our sustainability. right now. So we have a major activity. I would like to thank Elena for this, for the sustainability of what we are doing. Elena, the floor is yours for the next 30 seconds. I count. You lost 10.
A dictator.
Yes, please go on.
Also, if we are selected, it's going to be wonderful because then there has never been any virtual exchanges centered cost action, and cost is not supporting actual research or virtual exchanges, but it supports the networking activities. It supports all kinds of working groups and research, literature review. We can launch events, conferences, write white papers, whatever, and promote virtual exchanges. So at this stage for application, we gathered 33 countries, representatives from 33 countries interested or having expertise in virtual exchange, and they also really much focus on younger academics under the age of 40. So we need more PhD students and younger teachers who would like to get experience and get involved in virtual exchanges. And we will be inviting more members to join because cost, unlike Erasmus, cost is open. Even once it's selected, new members can join cost on an ongoing basis based on their interest and willingness to contribute and to gain from the cost action. So you will be all informed if we are selected or not, and then you can also, of course, participate in cost. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elena. However, as I said, the possibilities to be selected is less than 10%. The possibilities to not be selected, that I don't want to speculate, is like 90%. Even, speaking about the 90% scenario, even this activity is a part of our sustainability plan. Even this activity. So another activity that probably you will be get informed is like what Elena mentioned yesterday about uni collaboration, and after a meeting that we will have with this Sara Pitarello, who was the manager of the uni collaboration, more ideas about projects they will come in order to continue. Uni collaboration is the main association, or the main, the most, the biggest one. Or I don't know if it's the biggest one because the Americans, they have an institute that is very strong.
They established virtual exchanges in Europe maybe more than 20 years ago. And
I don't know if they are 20 years ago because the Irish is, is not so old, but they made it telecollaborations, different, kind of terminologies. But it's something very nice that we are engaged with them. And also, Pitarello was part of the Erasmus days and she's monitoring us now. She knows about our project. Okay, so thank you. Let's move on. Yes, please. The floor is to Tatiana. Yes.
I have one question. I want to be completely sure because you mentioned that your presentation alone. So this is more question for Danila, or she will remind us on that later on. If the presentations at the conferences we can count as a multiplier event in this case. Because
I have a response on this, even if Danila will not respond.
Sorry?
So the response on this regarding the multiplier events, first of all, you need to have the registration, of the people that they have participated, a list, and to show, the contact email and the telephone and the institution, because you need to prove to the agency that these people are outside of the consortium. If you have them, excellent.
Because you mentioned for loan, so I hope you have it.
So definitely. So this is a very good question. We talked before about multiplier events. In order to show the multiplier events, we need the registration list of the participants. Here we're talking about online event, all right? So we have the online participation in order to count the people that they have participated in the meeting and are not, among the staff within the impact. This is the proof that we have to say. Do you have a different question? So, okay, we move on. Okay, so I'm moving on in order to finish for the lunch. So these are, other activities that we have organized. So you can see the roller. You can see also a thing that Tamkine and I participated in there. It was a very, very nice capacity building study days on collaborative online international learning. I had the chance to discuss there with a lady, American lady that works in Mexico in order to do COILs. We have other activities. I was participating in another Tamkine activity about AI and I spoke with some very talented youths in Morocco. Here you can see also the highlight from the Israeli embassy in Athens of the event and the gathering of the students and the mixing of the students of Israel with Europeans, during the summer. We have here, this is like from what Meital has organized. I was there. About the international track, and the main topic of the international Meital is organized just to inform the officer. Or Eli, can you please explain, the impact and the importance of the event in Tel Aviv of what we are doing every year for Israeli universities?
Yes, this is an annual conference, Israeli conference. There was more than 400 participants. And we had, it's usually deal with learning technology in higher education in Israel, research and case study. There was, as I said, around 400 participants. And we had an international track in this conference, and the impact was one of the session there. We had in this session, I think, around 50 people, 40 people, something like that. But during the process, we present and send all the information about the sessions to all the participants. So it was the annual conference, and this is the second time I think we had collaboration on that. And it was very successful. We would like to continue that next year as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Eli, for the update. We had also, here you can see the Sapir, the Sapir College. This is like it's the Yazreeli Valley College and the Sapir College that also participated. Ellen, I think you organized this, and I participated with a session about the virtual internationalization online study day. This is a multiplier event as well, because there were like a lot of people outside of Impact within, the Israeli academic community. And of course, I participate, in these conferences, which is like happened in Leon. It was very interesting that all the virtual exchanges projects funded by EU or funded by other resources from all over the world, even US participants, we met in Leon last February, and we shared our experiences and we presented things. The programs, the sessions are already available as a proofs of our engagement. And also we had the Erasmus Days, fully devoted to the virtual internationalization, virtual exchanges, blended intensive programs, technologies and pedagogies related to virtual exchanges, roundtable discussion with all these experts, from uni collaboration, from the stage that they discuss with us, and the students as well. I have to admit here that I would like to highlight more the engagement of the students due to the lack of time. I think that how can I say? I lowered, their impact, which is the most important impact in my opinion. The things that we are doing. So we are going to organize a separate day only for the students as one of the roundtable discussion about the impact of virtual exchanges to their lives in general. So this is, where I think that I can stop. Regarding now, I finish here, about the work packages and the process and what we are going to do. So now it's a time for us to discuss. We have two scenarios to follow, or to discuss together now your overview, your way of thinking, if you understand a little bit better what has been achieved for the moment, or what we should be improved. I will share my presentation. I have created a Padlet as well to express your satisfaction. The areas that we need to be focused a little bit more, for the continuation, the things that we have missed at all. I would like to keep Stan happy. All right, this is my priority. Stan should be happy. If Stan is not happy, I'm sorry about the language. All right. So, and areas to act. I have prepared this. Probably this will take us, more than the lunchtime. I think that I have placed the lunchtime around 12:30 to 2. I don't remember. I have the agenda here. As I told you, I cannot keep agendas. It makes me, not free. Where I have the agenda. Someone, open the agenda and tell me. But we continue. We can start our discussion sharing, for until 1, the satisfaction about the project, what we need what are the areas to support. And based on this, I will start the discussion after lunch with our project officer. All right? I'm not asking, here it's like a military camp. Yes, please.
I wanted to say tomorrow, between 11 and 12:30, we have a meeting that we have to attend. It's a opening of the year meeting that we have in the school, and Noga and I in Hillel, we have to be in it. So I need to inform you this.
The organization of the 3 days meeting, it's like it was the request of the group. That's why we had Wednesday. Yes, but I can understand.
No, that's okay. Maybe you can make lunch a little earlier, and then we will join.
Yes. Anyhow, tomorrow I have to go to the airport myself because I have to go on abroad. So I have my flight in the evening. So yes, Abdelillah, the floor is yours, and then we will start.
Very quick. Tomorrow is a national holiday in Morocco. It's the commemoration of the Green March. We will be attending, but not as we are. We've been yesterday and today. We will try to make time. We'll be attending, but tomorrow is a great day for all the 40 million Moroccans commemorating the Green March to recuperate our southern provinces. So I wanted to make sure to let you know. We'll try.
Thank you, Abdelillah. Thank you, Nava. But however, as I said, we as a group we have decided, these days. That it was not my decision these days, but I respect, the requests because both of them are very. What can I say? We're going to continue the meeting with the people that they are, and I have also with Danila to work together, what we can resolve. So let me.
We will be also.
Costas, you're muted.
You're muted. Is that for a reason?
Yes, the reason I'm speaking in Greek, and you don't want to hear me. You know what I'm saying in Greek. So anyhow, okay, let's move on. We need to be adaptive. We're going to be adaptive, and we are going to do the things that we would like to do. So let me share my screen again and go to the Padlet. At least, to do this task, your satisfaction, your impressions for the moment, if we are moving according to the plan, areas that we need to act more, to support, and also areas to act. This is something that it will support our discussion later on. So let me share my screen. Do I share my screen now? All right, so let me go on and so the two things here, we need to go to the Padlet. So this is a QR. So take your QR.
For us people that can't do the QR.
Yeah, I will send you the link. Don't worry. Noga will send in WhatsApp the link. Don't worry. I have Noga. I'm not worried. Don't worry. Stay happy. As I told you, Stan should be happy. All right. If you're not happy, Stan is not happy. And this creates the problem.
So far, I'm very happy.
No, Stan, don't, keep,
I'm very happy.
Keep the things low. Keep the things low, Stan. Otherwise.
And believe me, if he's happy, a lot of people are happy.
Don't comment, Stan. I'm telling you. I'm facing the same things. Don't comment.
Just smile.
All right, so over there, I will share the Padlet now in my screen in order to know. Noga, did you send the link also to the WhatsApp for the people?
This link, I don't have it.
You don't have it. Let me send the link. Okay, let me stop sharing and I will share the link to the people that they don't. Okay. Have you managed to go to the Padlet, the rest of the people? Okay. Okay, I will stop sharing and I will share, let me to do it, Let me do this. Just a moment because
a consortium meeting right now.
Tell him that, Now we can hear the fighting of the couple.
None of us have great skills in technology, so, you know. And I lost the padlock. I was going to try it again. Okay. So we don't have the link, right?
I can't do it.
Can't do it. It's can't.
I lost it.
Just
Dan, we hear you.
You the link on the chat now. Wait.
Mute yourself. We can hear you. Mute.
What?
Mute. I can hear you swearing and crying and.
If you swear, I will come there and I'll find you. I send you the link. I send you the link now. Use the link. What? Yeah, I know. Just a moment to finish one problem. Anonymous. It's not like, here it's not, it's like to share your impressions, and the most important thing is here, it's not the satisfaction, which is like an indicator, but also it's like what we need to improve. This is like why we're doing the meetings, the weak points to improve. Okay, I can see. I need to have points to discuss. Otherwise, I have a list of the things that we need to improve, but I would like your feeling, first of all. Enhance communications and dissemination in order to reach the maximum amount of target population. How much? Enhance, enhance collaborative activities between the partners to translate. What is it like? To translate our objectives and values that the project is aiming. Enhance collaborative activities. Better connection with the Moroccan university. I mean, this is something that we are working with our colleagues in Morocco. I do not think that it will be good if we can. Yes, I do think that it will be good if we can have information on the activities sooner. Come on, man! You are part of the project. The activities happens, and I email to you. More than 5 emails per week every day. I'm emailing you, and I kind of like you, and we have the website. You need to, I mean, it's like,
Yeah, but what I mean is that all the lectures and everything, usually we get the emails and stuff like that, like 3 days ahead.
No, it's wrong because you have an access to the Moodle, much earlier, and we have announced this, since, June, the two COILs. The same.
No, I'm not talking about the COILs. I'm not talking about the COILs, like the Athena for Peace.
Yeah, let me also respond to this. Are you using the Google Calendar of Impact?
Athena is optional.
Yeah, but not. Let me, dissolve, because these questions are very good. Are you using Noga?
No.
So,
no, and I'll go.
This was a request from you during the kickoff meeting to set up a calendar, an impact calendar, and I have done it, and I will show to you. And if you go to the Moodle, the impact calendar is reflected to the impact calendar. Oh, this is very good that you say, because I need to make a review.
Suggestion, Costas, I think you should, as an admin of the calendar, you can add people, you can add our email addresses to the calendar, so it's automatically reflected in our.
No, this is bullshitting what you're talking about, because this is like the email has been sent to the coordinators. The coordinators, they should inform me.
Yeah, but we cannot add people to your calendar.
If you don't inform me, how I'm going to add them?
No, I'm suggesting I'm suggesting if whoever agrees to be added to this calendar, because this is like wherever
All
you
right. So what I can do, but I have done it, I have shared this calendar to the coordinators. So through your coordinators, the coordinators can add, people. Because I have shared this, I have provided, administrative options.
Can I add something? When you enter to the website of the impact, there, when you have the calendar at the top, the bottom, basically you can add to my calendar, and then automatically it will be added to your general calendar. So you see
So,
every week.
Right.
He doesn't have to invite anyone. You can do it yourself.
All right. So I'm doing this. Anyhow, these are good points that you mentioned in order to resolve the thing. So write more.
Maisa, what did you mean? I'm now in the calendar.
Yes.
Down there is add to your calendar.
Add to your calendar. At the left bottom, add to your Google Calendar. Under the Eve Impact title, you have add to your Google Calendar. And when you add, automatically all events will be added to your general calendar daily.
Thank you, Maisa.
So
you're welcome.
Maisa, I'll talk to you later because I have expert the calendar, but it's not like.
I will send it. I will send a screenshot in the group. And,
okay.
This is a very nice workshop to do about the Google tools. At the beginning of the project, we supposed to have Google, as one of our associate partners, but I don't know. I mean, we did not manage it. Google has delayed it us, a little bit. But probably, Ellie, this would be a nice workshop to do, like how to use Google tools.
Yeah, maybe it's one of the tools that.
I mean, more problems? No, what are problems? Enhance collaborative activities between the partners to translate our objectives and values that the project is aiming. This is a very good point. However, as I told you yesterday, when you have an idea, you need to lead your idea. You know how many good ideas I can listen, every day, but it's much different to have an idea and, implement the idea. This is in different stages. So whenever you have an idea, try to lead it, and, then the collaboration will come.
To say something about that, Kostas. We are working on the leadership course, and we didn't have much volunteering. So it's mostly you and some Israeli teams and Slovenia. But we need more cooperation, meaning not specifically about that, but we want to have more diversity.
Yeah, but this you cannot force the people. I mean, the people,
No, I'm putting it, but you asked to raise. You asked to raise the issues. I'm raising the issue.
This is an issue that we're going to discuss after the lunch.
Okay.
The lunch. Yeah.
I will. Okay.
Nava, can you explain more? Can you elaborate on your idea?
Abdullah, I think that we can work very nicely with the people that we know, okay, or easy. But we want to create diversity, cultural, professional. And I gave it one example, it's only one, about our leadership. For me, to have someone like you talk in a course about leadership and present is very valuable, is very uplifting and inspirational. Not that we are, I mean, to have just a course that participate only Greece and Israel, it's nice, but it's not putting everything that we have out there. You understand? If someone like you or your colleagues are giving a lecture in front of all our students, this is inspirational. That's what I meant. So Costa says you cannot force. Of course I cannot force, but I am saying that for this to succeed, we really need to get out of our comfort zone. And I don't know where is my comfort zone today, okay? But I'm just saying that we are trying to think out of the box all the time. Part of it is also contributing to these activities to create more diverse team. I hope
I'm more than happy to speak to any of your gathering, but please do understand that we we're facing, as we explained that to Costas, and we had a meeting around that, about that. These are tough times for everybody.
I know.
Okay?
It's also tough for us. I know.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying for
Some year will tell you how tough it is for her.
I do understand.
How tough it's for me.
Tough is for me as well, that I'm outside.
But I will talk to any of you.
No, it's not as tough.
I know.
I will talk to any of your seminars. I don't have any problem with that. If I receive an invitation, I'll be more than happy to speak.
Okay.
Costas, can you share again, please, the Google Drive link?
The Google Drive or the Padlet?
Our Google Drive link, please.
The Google Drive link.
Request that. I haven't received any answer yet. So if I may have that, please.
The Google Drive.
Yeah, don't we have a Google Drive?
I have a Google Drive, and you want me to resend it? No?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I will do it right now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Can you allow me to share my screen 1 second to show everyone how to add the calendar?
Yes, please.
Elena, let me give you the permission.
Thank you.
Now you can do it, Elena.
Okay, so just go to our home screen website. Slowly all the way down. Find the calendar, and here you have all of our events, and here you have the button add to Google Calendar. Once you click on it, it asks you if you agree to add these events to your personal Google Calendar. So it will merge these events with your other Google Calendar.
So, as I can see here, there are a lot of events already more than a year ahead, or more than 3 months, years ahead, what is happening in Impact. So this answers one of the challenges.
What's the issue when you have the home, you don't see all of them. You need to scroll down to that calendar. I was looking at the wrong calendar in the Impact. In the dashboard, you see a different calendar. And that's why I didn't see all of those.
So they exist now.
Now adding it to my calendar, and I will be seeing it.
Does it add to Outlook calendar?
Thank you.
The Outlook calendar. No, Google Calendar. We are using Google Calendar.
It's a success.
I would like to send the link to Abdullah first of all. No, let me, because he did not, copy the. I will send. Just a moment.
Thanks.
Just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment.
Ava, did you manage to add the Google Calendar to your calendar?
Yes, now that I was in the right calendar, I succeeded.
Now,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's added to my calendar, and I'll be able to send it out to all our lectures.
So now you can see the drive link, Abdullah.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to discuss all the comments. It's very useful now that we have these comments, and more we're going to discuss, orally. Now it's time for the lunch. It's 1 o'clock here. We're going to have more time, like more than an hour to discuss, or 40 minutes orally, to discuss our issues. And then, I will ask at the end to have a feedback from the project officer, from Daniela, in order to close the second day and continue with the COIL. So we will come back, let's say in an hour from now. It's 1 o'clock here, so we will come back at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock CET, 60 minutes, okay? Unless it's something very urgent, to mention at this point. So I will keep, it looks like that we have to me, we have tools, and, that people are not known of the tools. This is a part of miscommunication, I would say. So these are the things that we need to solve. If we have the tools and people are not aware of the tools, there is an issue. So I will try, to make a review of what do we have as a tools to all of you, or I'm working through the coordinators. I'm going to work through the different working groups that we have created, all right, to send an email. but it's up to you, to update them and install them to your system, okay? So, but it looks like that we have tools and, people are not familiar. And this is an issue. So we will solve it. And more about the more engagement and stuff like this, please, I would like your ideas. I told you my idea and how do I perceive. When we have an idea, we lead our idea, and through leading this idea, the collaboration comes. Everything is open for everyone. And, the activities are open for everyone. But we still have, some baby diseases. Stan mentioned one of them yesterday, even, to the surveys. I mean, survey is an engagement action. Not all of them. We should send, 3-4 reminders, for the people to join. This is engagement. As one example. All right. I will say that we will come back in an hour and speak you soon. Okay? Enjoy your lunch. Fast lunch. Don't eat too much. It's not good. Okay. So excellent. I hope that you enjoy whatever lunch or breakfast, wherever you are. So how can I start? So I think that, I will start with the tough part. I was thinking to start and show to you. Oh, everyone's here. Everyone's here. So anyhow, let me, continue. I will start. I was thinking to start with what we are planning, what we are doing, and then ask to you, how are you going to commit, into which activities you are going to commit, apart of the activities that they have been assigned to you based to grant agreement. I will prepare. I had a discussion with my colleagues here from Slovenia, from Greece. I will prepare now the overview. Instead of having to have the overview in a PowerPoint, I will prepare an Excel sheet with the tasks that they have been implemented, what is missing, and who is responsible. Not that the responsible institutions, they are not the only institutions that they are going to work by themselves there. The responsible institutions, they will coordinate the activity, and they will be responsible this activity to be delivered, to the coordinator, in the time being. But, all of us, we are going to contribute in anything. Otherwise, it's not a joint project. It's like, individual activities, and you have requested engagement. So I think that the coordinators, they should help us, to engage, but also the coordinators are going to report it, for the on-time delivery of the things. So I'm not going to start from there. I'm going to start with a challenge, since, the majority of you, or many of you, so you will have, holidays, or you have other activities to do. So I will start with a challenge. And the main challenge for me as a coordinator is like what we are facing, late after the 7th of October. All right. And, the impact, the main impact, like the minimum impact, because better in your areas, what is the suffering and what are the challenges. But, from the project perspective, the main challenge is like the absence of engagement of partners from a specific region. And I have here Abdelillah. I hope, Abdelillah, you're here. Aya is here. We don't have, you can see, like, we have only one, partner from Morocco. I was expecting at least two, because Aoui is doing, the guy from Aoui is doing his best in order to, we face this issue for reasons that I would like to working Abdelillah and the project officer together to identify what are the issues like internally, because this is very useful for the European Union itself. However, we have two partners that, they never respond. Abdelillah did his best in order to contact them or to communicate. At least, this is like what he has shared with me. And I think that, this partner cannot continue in the project. Even now, they are not here. I send emails to the people that they have accepted and they have signed the grant agreement, or they have accepted the money, the first installment. It's not about part of the money. The money is not important, but it's like the commitment. So in my opinion, these two partners, UMP and UM6P, they cannot continue. I tried for a year, more than a year. Abdelillah is there. I was contacting, but, not even, to participate. And this shows to me no respect to myself as well. I mean, who are these people, however important are, that they don't respond even to say, like, I don't care, or I'm not available. No response. No response. If Abdellah, you have a different opinion, just show to me, because I have.
No.
And I'm
No,
not.
I'm gonna hang on, please.
Just a moment.
We've already discussed this. We had a meeting with the project officer. We discussed this. You mentioned the commission. I think that people at the commission do know about the situation, do understand the situation. I don't think we can call professors and university executive guys. We need to observe some way of talking to them. I don't think they don't care about the project. We had the meeting and they expressed their interest for the project, and I'm sure that they're experiencing some difficulties. So let's give them time. And we'll reconnect. We will have a meeting. We have decided, Kostas, on how to let's say how to face this situation. Let's do it as we decide, please.
Okay, just a moment. Abdelillah, thank you very much for this. However, I was waiting for almost 1 year and a half to get engaged. They did not participate in the kickoff meeting. They don't respond to my emails like we have a progress meeting. They don't respond to my emails to Kostas. Kostas is from Greece. I have nothing to do with the situation. It's the coordinator. Just to say to me, I'm busy. I cannot participate. This is my difficulty. We agreed to organize joint things, Europeans with them, people from Morocco, but they respond to the emails. I don't know them. I don't know who are they. They never respond. So how long I should wait? If I will wait a little bit more, I'm risking the project to have partners that they will never participate. I have other partners that they contribute. I show you the numbers. I have the numbers. I have the project officer here. I'm not going to speak, anymore myself. The situation is like, look, Abdellah, they don't even respond to my emails. They have never responded to my emails. I don't have an email from them to tell me I don't want. Or, look, Kostas, I agree. I send the emails to them that we're going to work together. How, for example, why Abdelillah, yourself, and the other colleague, Abdellah, from AUI, they just respond. You are not engaged, the level that I was expecting. But this is a different case. You respond to me. I know who are you. I know how to communicate. Why they don't respond to this? So I cannot wait. My opinion is like I cannot wait. All together we're going to discuss this and we're going to decide. But from my point of view, as a coordinator, I think that I was sometimes too polite, not too polite. I should be polite, but I was waiting for too much for their engagement, and I cannot understand. What is the issue?
Okay. I mean, let me again.
Please.
I should remind everybody, the project officer is with us, that we had a meeting about this. We decided a course of action. Let's implement the course of action. Now, when you say that at least we have been very, as far as Tamkin is concerned, and let's say Al-Akhawain University in Ifran is concerned, we have been very active. We've given our best shot to it, and we're continuing with this. Now, again, we made a decision as a member of the steering committee. Let's implement it and let's move on. Thank you.
Terina, the floor is yours. You can speak from there.
Yes, so I would like to remind a very simple rule that everyone represents each organization, and Abdelillah, you are entitled only to represent Tamkina. You are not entitled to represent the other Moroccan universities. Everyone represents only his or her institution. So the situation is that we have two silent Moroccan universities. They are not here, and so please stop representing them. You're not entitled. Thank you.
Who is talking now?
This is Professor Dr. Katerina Zuru. I can just a moment. I will show you. Sorry, I have the camera. And now I have to, yeah.
Hi, we met us here.
Well, let me then say something, please. I never said that I was representing the other organizations, but I was saying, and I'm going to stress that, we owe them respect. Whoever is not here, we owe them respect. We had a meeting again and again and again. I'm going to say it as many times as needed. We had a meeting, we decided on a course of action. Let's not make a case of it today. Thank you.
But you know, Abdelilah, I totally agree with you. But even in the meeting that we had with the officers, these two partners, they did not present it. They were not there. They were not there. It was you, as I said, and Abdelilah. Only the two persons. I don't have no issue with Tamkine even of AUI. I mean, what does it mean very active for me? Also, it's the numbers, how many students they have been registered and stuff like this. But let's, you know, this is not an issue right now. The issue is like even from the project officer that, you know, we made the meeting, me, you, the project officer and Tamkine and AUI, they were there. And the other two, they were not even there, you know, for this meeting.
That's true, yeah,
and
right.
So, am I right? So this is, yes, please, Danila, you can speak from there. They can listen to you. Just a moment to give the floor to the project officer. Here it is, you can speak.
Yeah, hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, actually, we had this meeting, I was there, and during this meeting, we decided that if they were not active until now, and we should vote anyhow if they should be in the consortium or not. So I think we are sticking to what we say, because now we are discussing that probably as they didn't show up today, they're not interested. I do not want actually to dig why, because any of us has his own right to participate or not, to be interested or not. Maybe they are polite, maybe for Costas are not. I'm not digging in this. I think this is just, we can have each of us our own idea, and I will respect any idea, whether you consider they are polite. No, this is not the point, I think, here. Here, the point is that you receive the money, we need to implement the project. For whatsoever reason, they are not interested. So I'm sorry, you sign a grant agreement. If you do not comply, if you do not do what it should be done, maybe even the other beneficiary, the other partner should say, okay, well, they're not interested anymore. They will not be part anymore in the project unless they start to be a bit active. Then I don't want to discuss again about who is more active, less active, because we can have perfectly our perception about activism or not. So I think we should simply stick to the fact that they're not here now. And if you want to talk about I agree with you. Probably I don't know, the other two are doctor, eminence, dean. I don't know which title they have it, but they haven't not shown respect for me as well. Because I was in the meeting before. I'm in the meeting now here in Cyprus.
Crete. Cyprus is a different island.
You see?
We will never be invaded by the Texas.
You see, this actually how things start, and I didn't plan to.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sorry. I fully agree. We all need to be respected, but me as well. So if we want to talk about respect, let's start from the top. And I mean, we ask them to be in the meeting. I ask them to explain why they don't want, even if I don't have to, because I repeat, I don't want to know why people do not want to participate. Each of us can have his own idea. I don't want to, but at least one line to Costas. Sorry, Costas, we don't want to participate anymore in this project. But as a matter of fact, they are not here now.
I agree.
So,
Danila, I agree with you.
And wait, let me just finish. I do not even agree that you cannot talk on behalf. You might, because it's your country, you know better than us. Then, okay, you report what you think. I think they're probably very eminent people. I don't have anything against, but they didn't come to the meeting. They're not participating in the project. So you might go ahead and having them just legally in the contract. You will not transfer money to them anymore. You will not engage them anymore in any, you know, event. what for? I mean, this could be a decision as well. You keep going with them there, like two dead bodies, and then you end up at the end, they will not be paid, you will continue, you will distribute the task. I don't have anything against, but why?
I have a comment on this later on.
No, I'm just giving option, because you have to be fair. On the other side, to be fair with costs as well, why he needs to send email to someone who's never answered? I mean, me too, I would have been a bit puzzled, sending email to someone that is no answering to me for whatsoever reasons. And last point, I think we should be a bit more flexible if we engage in a project where there are a lot of people, because for example, you can call me Daniela. I don't need a title. I know who I am. I know what I did. But I can understand if someone else wants to have a title, I can respect. But if this, I think we should be a bit more practical as well, because every time we have a meeting, dear doctor, PhD, Daniela, but okay, this is a matter of, as well be a bit more flexible, especially if we engage in a project which is about intercultural exchange, education, communication, transfer of ideas between people who are completely different among them, and including me, because I'm Italian, by the way. So I don't fit probably. So I think this is, now, saying that, you should decide. You can keep going with those people, but I'm sorry. You sign a grant agreement with you, we put the money. We should talk about some practical stuff as well. So you keep them, and you will not, I will advise also to not transfer money, because you cannot actually pay someone who didn't deliver. This is normal life, no? You go to a store, you buy something, and you don't have what you buy. It's a bit difficult to know.
Is it for me to comment now?
Yeah, and then
I am not Danila, I do not, and I say it again, I do not speak on behalf of anybody. I speak on behalf of Tamkin, okay? I agree, I am a member of the steering committee. Tamkin is a member of the steering committee, but the coordinator of the steering committee is Kostas. If he is sending emails out, well, if he doesn't receive any answer to his email, he is absolutely right to not like it. So let me just make that clear. Titles, I don't care about titles, just to be in your dynamic. He calls me Abdelila, and I'm fine with that. I call him Kostas, and he's absolutely fine with that. What matters to me is the result, is the work to be done, and the work being done. So far, we've done a great job. So let's continue doing that. If somebody doesn't want to participate, tough luck for them. Okay. Let's move on. That's my call. Okay?
So we are on the same page.
Yes.
Okay, so good.
Okay.
Yeah, I will give the floor to Rhonda. So we agree on what did I say from the beginning. So there is no, I would like to be a comment, and I will give the floor to Rhonda. Sorry, Rhonda, I will be 30 seconds. First of all, I don't agree with what Danila has mentioned, or she's just, discussed, like that probably we can continue with two sleepy partners and we're going to deliver independent of them. I'm not going to agree with this, because I have associate partners that they are doing their best, and I would like to reward, the good work of the people that they are doing. So I will never do this. So these two partners that they have not responded, and I would like to thank you, Abdullah, that it's not if, I have never received an email. I'm not erasing the emails of these people. I don't have anything to do. I like all of them. I was in the UM6P in January, and I was very much impressed by their facilities. But I never, I sent an email to meet them. No one responded to me, even I was like in Marrakesh. I was next to this. You responded to me. Remember, you told me that I'm 200 kilometers away.
You didn't come. You didn't come over.
I will come. Well, don't worry. I will come. But these two partners for me, I cannot give them any more chances. I cannot give them more opportunities. My focus will be Tamkin and Aoui. Even Aoui is not here now. He was in the morning, however. I would like, to have we're going to have other meetings with the project officer to check how we're going to enhance your engagement. But, for me, these two partners from Morocco, they will stay. I cannot wait for the other two. This is what I'm not deciding. I'm suggesting based to the facts that this is what we should do. Of course, anything, now we are discussing any debates and comebacks on what do I say or what did I say, of course, is very welcome. I will give first the floor to Rhonda because he has raised his hand for first time. So I would like to congratulate this. So Rhonda, the floor is yours, and then, to anyone.
I don't want to continue the conversation more than is necessary, but also as a past coordinator of 2 Erasmus capacity building projects, I can understand the frustration of a coordinator when a member does not participate. The question is if we, in terms of the legitimacy of the consortium, if we remove the legally that we vote them out, these 2 institutions, is our consortium a eligible consortium?
Replace them.
Look, Rhonda, now Danila knows the rules, and I know that we can continue. However, I would like to make something very clear. I enjoy whatever I'm doing because I enjoy this. Probably, I don't need more projects. You are in 2, I was in 12. So this is not a problem. I'm not doing the things for the money. I'm doing the things. Let me finish. I'm enjoying this. I'm not talking about KA1, first of all. So that will make your life easier. I'm not doing this, for anything. I do it because I like it. And I like it because I can see a vision for my university, for my students, and from an overall general. So even this question, even if they will tell me that, eligible, you cannot continue, I will not continue. I will ask to stop the project now in front of the officer. So for me, this is not a ransom. The people, they can work because they want. If, for any reasons, partners, they don't participate, and this is a reason for me to stop the project, I will stop the project. I will stop the project tomorrow. So independent of the response of the project officer. If I'm not going to keep partners, in order, to have the eligibility, let's say, or I'm not going to risk for partners that I don't know anymore. I'm going to base on partners that I know that they work. So this is like my proposal, come back to what did you ask? The floor is to you, Danila.
Yeah, well, you still will have eligibility, no? Because you have
2 partners from Morocco.
Yeah, 2 partners, no, more than 2 partners from Morocco. You have Israel as well, which comes.
Oh yes, yes, of course, with Israel.
But you're always free to add, to replace, if you wish, the 2. If you vote today to terminate, let's say, the 2 beneficiaries from Morocco are not sufficiently. If we're not participating, actually, not sufficiently, you want to replace with another Moroccan, why not? Or the 2 Moroccan, why not? I mean, for me, it's fine. You need to decide what you want to do based on the task as well, because you will be eligible, but based on the task, you have to see if you can redistribute the task and if everything is fine. I mean, this, you need a bit of understanding who does what, and if the charge is too much, you can add a new partner if you wish.
My response to this, Danila, is the following. I would like to keep with the 2 partners from Morocco, and now I'm going to vote for the 2 universities that they are going to replace them, like because of lack of any engagement. And my preference, it will be based on the work that has been done right now. I cannot risk, to have, a partner that I don't know. Because for me, if I risk and if I have to wait to get engaged, I lost the time flies. And, we have other, I'm not 100% my job, task, in one project. So in my case, I will vote for 2 partners that they have contributed even without money. And the contribution for me is like, activities, engagement to the numbers, because I'm chasing numbers myself. I'm chasing numbers because our budget is based on the numbers. Unfortunately, all is also based on the numbers. If we are doing nice things, and even, my son is going to be happy, we need numbers. He could be happy because of our responses. But if we don't have engagement of students, if we don't have engagement of teachers, this will fail. This is a failure. Stan will be happy. I will be happy because Stan will be happy. But at the end, all of us, we are going to be sad. So in my opinion, I will vote when the time it will come. I have my suggestions, but based on the work of two partners that I did not know. I mean, from all of you, the only partners that I knew very well, it is Eli and Nava. The rest of the people, we introduced each other during this process. And I'm sorry. And Tatiana and University of Maribor, because we're in the University Alliance together. But we introduced each other, and we know Costa's peculiarities or your peculiarities through this process. So now that I'm close to the middle, I prefer to select partners that, through their engagement in this project, I know that they deliver. And for me, this is very important because still I'm under, risk, because Abdellah is here, he's doing nice job, he has nice ideas, he contributes, he's not a university. The other person, Aoui, he has good intentions, but, regarding numbers, I have not seen anything. I have not seen one student registered from Morocco, for example. I have not seen, one teacher teacher I have seen, we have the seminar, a nice seminar, an excellent seminar. Following this discussion, we discuss now, we don't decide. I have to highlight this.
Yeah, because we found other eligibility already.
Yeah, I mean, the eligibility, yes.
You have for you.
We have for EU.
For Moroccan, Israel is associated. I think you missed one.
We miss what?
You mean? The eligibility, because Israel is associated country.
No, it's not an associated country. Israel.
Third country not associated?
Israel is like a program, it's a partner country. So
you have it.
I have it. I know that.
Kostas, I have just a comment, please.
Yes, please, Abdellah.
Yes, sure.
So we have the eligibility. We are more than eligible. I would like to give the floor to Abdellah now, please.
Just a couple of just
please,
a minute.
No, not a couple of seconds. However how long.
I mean, yes, we have this issue, but let's make sure not to forget the purpose of this project. Very important purpose of this project. So if you are to remove two partners, you have to try to replace them by two more partners from Morocco. There is a purpose for this project. Let's not forget it. We can discuss later. Let's not use much time of this session. We can discuss later.
Abdellah, I totally agree with you, and this is what we are trying to do now. That the partners, even the existing partners, they don't respect the purpose. The purpose is a communication, a collaboration to establish peace. And since what the 7th of October, then these people from Morocco, even included the guy that he's trying to do his best, and he's facing so many difficulties internally because of the reasons, the society reasons. These are the people that they don't follow the priorities of the project. I can understand as much as I can, but I can see from the other hand, I can see the Israelis are here and collaborate. This is my view as a European. I can see them despite their difficulties because they face difficulties.
I think this is an issue that does not belong to this meeting. Please.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So how can we solve? So the purposes of the project is like to collaborate, communication, and peace education through the soft skill development. This is agreed.
Yes.
We have two partners, from a specific from a region. But I would like to be inclusive. That's why from Morocco, but I don't want to be unfair to the other Moroccan partners.
So Abdellah has a point. You at least try to add.
Okay, I would like to ask something.
But they need to be
active. How do you say?
We will not have the four Moroccan representatives.
I would like to check something. So Abdellah, like as a colleague, as a member of the steering committee, how do you secure for me as a coordinator of the project that Aoui and the new partner will be involved by registering students and staff to the activities that we have agreed in the grant agreement to follow? Not new ideas. The grant agreement, I can follow for new idea. I can follow new ideas. I can do new initiatives, respecting something urgent that happened. But I have the grant agreement, and I'm going to be judged by EU if I have done the grant agreement. So how, honestly, tell me how you can commit and how you can secure that the new partner or the AUI, even the AUI, they are going to be committed and they are going to engage in our COILs. The COILs happens from Costas. You know, this COIL, this particular COIL is like HMU in Crete. They are coming, you know, professors from Netherlands, from Israel, from Argentina, from America. You know, these are not, it's beyond any politics. Now, this is international thing that happens. Why I don't have students from Morocco to register? Why I don't have, how we are going to resolve? If you tell me a reason, the two new partners probably could be even from Morocco. But, you know, I need to be secure. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, here to risk. I cannot risk anymore.
No, because if you participate, which is not...
I cannot risk. Sorry, I mean, I have other things, you know, also, you know, I'm not going to, I like it very much what we are doing. I will continue to do this beyond any project. This is for sure.
But you have to admit that he has a point, no?
He has a point.
For Moroccan to Moroccan.
Of course he has a point. Of course he has a point, and he has a point by whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, I have a point.
Sure.
Nava has a point. Abdelillah has a point. But at the end, I mean, this is dependent. We have a purpose, and we are here because we signed an agreement in order to deliver and engage people to discuss. If the people are not, if the people are not engaged, then what I'm going to do? Can you secure this, Abdelillah, for me? This. I don't think so. I don't want to place you in this position. You are a fantastic guy. So can you secure this honestly? Can you say in front of us that, you know, if we are going to engage because of the reasons that you said, you have exactly this point, that these people are going to
question. Let me put a question to you and to Daniela, if I may.
Please,
if all the Moroccan partners drop from this project, would the project continue?
No, okay, let's drop it then. Okay. This is my opinion.
No, because actually one of the main issues of the project is
okay, let's drop.
Okay. No. Costas, don't take it personal. You're taking it personal.
No, I'm not going to negotiate this.
So I am asking this question to say this.
No, but...
there are two partners. You sent emails. I'll be more than happy to bring your email to their attention and get back to you.
Yeah, we already, I mean, you remember, we were in this meeting, I was there, and yes. Indeed, I was giving as well, I told you, let's try, but they're not here even today. I mean, I agree, I'm trying to, you know, to sort it out as well. And you're absolutely right. If all Moroccan drops, no, I mean, I'm trying to facilitate your position as well. I understand that if from 4 Moroccan you drop to 2, I mean, okay, benefit of doubt, you might want to engage with that, but it has to be an active one, because if, again, no, an active one, then we keep those 2. They don't do much, which is actually even a bit fake, no? Because if you don't participate, I don't even know why you want to receiving email from Costas, no? At the end of the story, if you don't want to participate to something, you're free, you don't participate, no, you have them. You don't participate, you drop a line, I don't want, I'm not interested anymore. And you don't even have to have a reason because it's a free word. And you will not receive any more email from Costas, which is already something, could be, no? I don't know. So now I'm trying to facilitate that I understand as well your point of view. I understand Costas, because it's a lot of work being a coordinator, even in a normal, let's say, when people are answering to you. Then, if people are not reactive, it's more challenging. So, then I understand you of the year because you say, okay, now from Moroccan to Morocco. I agree, I mean, what I can say. But do we have options? Or, but we need to have concrete options. We cannot say, okay, we are the northern Moroccan, who, when, how. You know, if you have ideas, very welcome, but we have to have ideas. And indeed, if all Moroccan drops, yeah, sorry, I will not let the project continue, but do we need to arrive to this stage? I even come here in Crete.
Crete.
Not Cyprus.
No Cyprus.
So, I mean, let's be practical as well. At the end of the story, the most important is that the beneficiary here, the partner, are engaging, you engage the students. Then, of course, I agree with you, Abdelali, as well, that if you engage the students, they do not participate, you cannot force them. No, that's, again, but at least you try to engage. You, the other, I think we're not talking about who is present here, because even the other university was here this morning, now it's not there. I mean, even me yesterday I was not here, so that's a different story. But the other two, that they never, because to what I understood, they never participate. Never. I mean, for me, it's very difficult as well to understand. Maybe they're not interested anymore. For sure, they're not interested, but nothing against them if they're not interested. There are so many things that at some point we're not interested in anymore. So it's not a matter talking about why. It's more practical, what we should do now, because you should proceed.
Abdelillah, any feedback?
Well, I mean, as I said, I could go back and talk to them and get back to you, or we can choose to other organizations, as we discussed during our meeting with you, Daniela, and make sure that they commit. But then you would have to see how to implement that, given the fact that they've already signed an agreement, I mean, for the project. So these are the things that we might need to grapple with.
This is not a big deal, because if you have an idea of another university, another school, another entity, etc., they will. I mean, this is practical. We do an amendment. We do an amendment. I mean, like in law, we do an amendment. We withdraw the other. Let
me, Daniela and Kostas. Let me discuss with this higher education institution, and I'll get back to you.
Which one?
I'll get back to you before the end of the week. ISMAGI is a higher education institution. It's a very committed one. I think that could be. I'll talk to them and we'll get back to you.
But I'm even ready to talk with the two Moroccan who are not participating. I mean, I'm ready to talk with anybody, because I don't know. I don't know how to facilitate as well. The point is that at the end of the story, you need to implement the project. No? So we need a practical solution. If you say by this end of this week, it has to be by Friday.
Yes.
I mean, we can negotiate eventually. We can do something if Kostas wants, because here, you know, I have a boss here. Here, it's on my left, it's not easy as well. So if Kostas and everybody agrees, we can do now, we decide.
Go ahead, decide.
Eventually, until Friday, but Friday, no more, you might see if there is another participant, if there will. But we decide today that if by Friday we don't have any news, we proceed with the amendment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By Friday. Friday is Friday. The number.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying, you know. But you already decide now. In case there are no news, by Friday we launch the amendment.
But Danila, sorry. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I have to give they have raised the hand, you know, these two ladies, and then we are going to continue. Elena first and Nava second.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, first of all, I'm sure that in Foundation of Abdelillah made absolute best effort and best intention when they brought the partners. I remember how we wrote the proposal. We had real, you know, energy and good vibes, and everyone was excited about collaboration between Israel and Morocco. And it really started on the right foot. It really began with a good intention, and I don't think anyone can commit. I think it would be really not fair to put upon anyone's shoulders to say, okay, you will be like 100% committed. We cannot commit for ourselves. We can be, you know, dead tomorrow. We don't know. So it's very, very hard to commit, especially on behalf of others. So I don't think we can ask anyone to commit on behalf of another organization. And another point I want to make, I'm sure that our Moroccan partners currently have their other Moroccan friends, but I think that if we decide to replace currently sleeping partners with an active Moroccan partner, the active Moroccan partner should come from the consortium from Israel. Let's be straightforward. Israel, who already has connection with the Moroccan partner, and they know that there will be no problem from the Moroccan organization to collaborate in impact. So what I suggest, like I personally have several Moroccan organizations that I'm connected. The reason I was taken, like I took out from the main consortium as a full partner and became an associated partner is because I wanted more higher education institution, both Moroccan and Israeli, to actually be in the lead and with the full partnership. So like, I still believe in this cause, and the real impact and idea of the impact is to bring these countries together. So I think we need a partner that at least has some kind of contact with Israel already. So this is my point. So if we decide at some point that we need another Moroccan institution, then I propose, like, talk to me. I have at least two institutions that will definitely be, well, I mean, I cannot commit for them, but at least I see good intentions, and they're in direct contact with me, with an Israeli organization. That's just my point. Thank you.
Okay, let's give the floor now to Nava, please.
Very short. I also agree with Elena that we need to try to maintain the framework that we started with and try to make an effort. And also the question that I'm asking, and I'm not referring to you, Abdullah, I'm just saying that maybe it wasn't even their decision. Maybe the decision is higher than them. That's what worries me. If it's a decision of the organization itself, then one organization can be replaced by other. But if it's a decision that comes from higher sources, then that's a more serious problem. For example, in Israel, mostly nobody can tell us who to cooperate with usually normally. But if there is an issue like that, we need to make sure that they have their own capability to decide. This is more important. And if this is the case, if they can decide, then I would go with the organization that you suggest, or Elena, or to keep the framework. I would not want to break the framework. But we need to understand if the objection is specific or it's something general. And I just want to say for the record that we had countries much more friendly than Morocco disconnecting from us. So I do understand the concern, okay? We experienced not very nice things from our true friends that we thought they were true friends for years. So I respect also the process that you are going through, but I am thinking we need to verify whether it is a local or a global decision.
Okay, so I mean, listening to all of you, I think that, first of all, Eli, please.
I just want to say that I really appreciate Abdullah's efforts to continue this project together in the last year, especially in the last year, and to stick everything together. I know how complicated and difficult it is in these days, so I really like to say that I appreciate that a lot.
I think all of us, we appreciate.
We all agree.
So all of us, we appreciate what Abdullah is doing. However, this is now one thing. Abdullah will be a friend forever, independent of the project. So that's why I appreciate what he's doing. So it's beyond the project. I don't mind about it. I will give you the floor, like by reviewing what has been said here, and we are trying to. It's very nice. Danila has set it up. We need to find a solution. I think I don't agree that we cannot commit, because when you suggest, you are committed. I mean, I'm not going to suggest a criminal come to your house, for example. This is not, an example, but I'm not. But when I'm going to commit. If you ask me something, Kostas, tell me a good basketball player. I'm not going to suggest you a football player. I'm going to suggest you a basketball player or close to this. I'm committed to you. I'm responsible for this. So I think that listening to you and trying to save the second question in order to decide. I think that. I agree. You need to suggest and speak with Abdellah because now this is the contact person that we have as a project, like partners that they have now, collaboration with Israeli universities. Because I think it's, Nava said that it's something higher. Even if it's something higher than this, the people, they should send me an email and tell me, Kostas, we cannot. For the moment, we cannot. This is a line. I mean, no one is going to tell them why you contact the Greek guy. I mean, so probably
countries in Europe didn't do that. So countries in Europe didn't do that.
But a line to tell me that I can. Come on, then.
No.
As you don't have a line, you will leave without a line.
Okay. Anyhow, I think that from what I have listened, I think that partners that they have from Morocco right now collaborate. They still keep the collaboration with Israeli partners. Are those ones that we should propose to replace, to take part in our project. This is like I think that this is like, it has a logic because shows that we still want to collaborate. However, I cannot understand because in the previous meetings, we said that, it's not a matter of people. All of us, we like each other, we are academics, but it's a matter of society. So, I mean, we need to engage the young people. I don't know the people of the young people that sometimes they're thinking different than us. For sure, they're thinking different than us. Are they going to be engaged? This is something that I can understand when there's a reason explained to me, I can understand. But on the other hand, I need them to get engaged. Within the projects that European students are there. It's not a direct, let's say, collaboration that probably, someone does not want. Happens, as a mix of people from Europe as well. Katerina would like to say something.
To repeat that I trust Elena fully. It's a fantastic idea to start with Moroccan universities that have already established collaboration with Israel, and knowing how dedicated Elena is, I would definitely vote for this option. Thank you, Elena, for the suggestion.
So if we have such a universities, I need universities, because universities, they bring students, and students count. Our youth associations. Youth associations is going to be even more attractive because we have another youth association, and we need to bring, a youth association from Europe as well in order to be the interface in this situation. I don't like to say these things, but we need, someone. Danila, the floor is yours.
Yeah, just thank you, Ariane. I think it's a great idea, not only because of numbers of countries, but because then they collaborate.
Thank you, Danila. We record this, so I will bring you 1,000 students. Numbers does not count. It's okay.
No, I mean, not what. He counts the project number in how many partners, but because if you have someone who collaborates, then you will arrive to your objective better and faster.
Yes.
Because if they already have some collaboration, of course, they already engage people, they already engage a lot of numbers. So you will have collaboration and you will have faster.
So Elena says that she has, I have not seen them, Russian students, Ukrainian students together, Russian students now, they cannot be engaged in anyhow. This is a policy.
Just an example that face-to-face, I have a Moroccan student in my classroom in Israel.
So from which university? From which university?
No, it's not virtual, it's face-to-face on campus. I have a Moroccan student sitting next to Israeli student and also Russian.
They are Jewish people who used to live in Morocco. This is different. You don't have, this. Thank you very much. I'm probably I will be in your. Now we need people in Morocco that they live in Morocco.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Samia has, in the north, people Arabs and Jewish.
But Morocco, he came from Morocco. He lived all his life in Morocco, and he came to Israel to study. So he's a Moroccan guy. Okay, he's not here there physically, but he's Moroccan, not just
I
by
understand.
origin, by citizenship.
Very so.
That's an example. So that there is no problem between students. My point
Yeah,
is
we
that
saw this happening when we were in Greece, back in Greece, within the soft skills course. Like our students,
Look, you know what we have seen in Greece and what we have seen, yes, is a good indication. But Abdelillah and the colleagues on the Abdelillah, they have a clear picture of what is happening, in their society, and I have to listen this.
Yeah, that's why I'm sorry, Kostas, why I think he got the point when he say if 2 Moroccans will be terminated, because you need people from Morocco.
Okay, so all right.
So I think 1 point for him, 1 point for you.
Yes, okay. I think that this is a good idea. So what I'm suggesting, because also I have to be fair on what is happening. I'm suggesting one partner to come from Morocco and another partner to award, the hard work of an associate partner right now. Because the associate partners that they are contributed right now, they did not have any clue that this will happen and that you are going to be a core partner.
Yeah, this you need to decide. I mean,
yes, this is my suggestion. So my suggestion, and let's vote on this. My suggestion is like to have one partner from Morocco that already has collaboration with Israeli University, and the other partner, but this is Kostas. I'm one of 10 here. And my other suggestion is like to award an associate partner that has contributed, right now on what we are doing. This is my suggestion. Like I would like to be
Who
fair.
is the partner? Who is the partner?
The partner is a virtual exchange, in my opinion.
I will not vote on this.
Okay.
I will not vote on this as I do not agree with it.
Of course, that's why we are voting.
No, that wouldn't be fair to the
It's
two
not going to be
partners that are
fair.
not here. It would not be fair to the project as well.
Why do you say this, Abdullah?
Because initially when we started the project, and I think that Elena mentioned that, Moroccan partners did put a lot of energy into drafting it with
How
Israeli
does he know
partners as
Elena
well.
more than me? How
Now
does
it's not.
Elena know more than me on this?
I can see the difficulty. I can see that they're not here, but it would not be fair. That's my opinion.
So Elena has a better picture than me in writing this proposal? You think so?
No, I didn't say that.
But
Not
so
exactly
Elena
what I
probably
did
says
say.
whatever she would like.
the
No,
project.
just a moment. No, we are not all in the project. But I would like to say
energy, I refer to your energy, Abdelillah, that your energy
this is
is
different.
covering all Moroccan representation, and we really had a wonderful energy and positive attitude towards the
About Abdelillah, yes, I agree. But
yeah,
not about the
I
others.
didn't refer to others. I don't know them. I've never seen them, never heard from them, so I don't know.
So this is different now.
I
Just a
think,
moment. Okay.
I think we have to separate the issues.
Okay,
I
so
think
let's
Till the end of the week. So let's give us till the end of the week,
Okay,
and then
okay.
we get
Let's
together
vote.
and then we decide on that. Right?
Abdelillah, so by the end of the week, can we find 2 partners, universities
We
from
will.
Morocco?
We
Look,
will.
look,
If
just a moment,
we
just a moment.
don't, then I'll get back to you and say, okay, sorry,
look,
I can't.
Abdelillah, we need,
Yeah.
in a specific that, they collaborate right now with Israel. Right now, not before the 7th of October. This is, something that, will...
From tomorrow.
Or from tomorrow, yes. I mean, this is one condition that, I think that we should, no condition, it's an element that we should consider. In this case,
Yes, we should.
I mean, if you don't, my vote, it was going to be one by one. If this is not, if it's going to be rejected by the community, let's wait until Friday and then come back on Friday to decide. But at the moment, we need to have Abdelillah this, that they are collaborating right now with Israel. This is very important. Katerina.
There is no EU rule, and Danila can confirm, that says from the same country, you take out 2, you put 2 back. This is wrong.
No, it's not a rule. No?
Exactly. Can I finish? So the missing job can be done with only 1 Moroccan university. We do not need to find 2 Moroccan universities. This is very important.
So we have already 2.
This is one side of the answer. The other side of the answer is that I fully agree with Elena's commitment to the project. And yes, we will strengthen a little bit the Israeli side of the project that suffers so much from the war, and to show dedication that has also it's also relevant and realistic for us as well. I fully agree with the new Moroccan partner and virtual exchanges as a new partner to replace, not to add on, but to replace the two silent Moroccan universities.
Yeah, so on this, I never said it was obligatory.
Yes.
Because of course, no. I didn't know. But I think that as we are in a very strange situation because we are trying to negotiate in things, makes sense as well that if two Moroccan are not will be terminated because you already, I think this is a decision already to try to add another Moroccan, because you are absolutely right, then the objective can be achieved by only one, but the charge that the only one has, it will be higher to achieve. So objective needs to go with that. So as a matter of fact, as we are discussing now, I think it's good practice, let's say. It's not a rule, because even, for example, if the Italian, I'm Italian, so I can do the example. If the Italian withdraw, we do not have to put another Italian, and there is no such a rule. So there is a basic rules about how many countries in which part of the world. But I think it's a good habit now, as the things are a bit tense, as the things are a bit, to negotiate it, to try to add another Moroccan one. Then, last word from my side, I think everybody here is doing really great effort. No matter if you are Israeli, Moroccan, Italian, Greek, everybody here is doing his job, and I'm very happy that besides all this situation, which is very demanding for everybody, I think, as a human being, I'm not talking about anything, I really have to thank you all, no matter which hair you have, which nationality, I don't mind actually, to be here and to still continue in this work. So there was, for me, you are all the same.
Okay, thank you very much. So we need to vote now. We have
Rhonda raised her hand.
Rhonda, please, Rhonda.
I would like you to clarify what we're voting on. In other words, there's two aspects here: to include, to change the status of the virtual exchange to a partner from an associate partner, and then to remove two or to add one. Could you explain exactly? Sorry.
I cannot explain, okay, I will explain. So we have two sleepy partners. So these two sleepy partners, in my opinion, they cannot continue because there is no communication for any reason. So we need to replace these two partners. They are the following scenarios, or the work will continue as we are, and I'm going to redistribute, their budget within, the partners that they exist. I don't think so. I think that, the cultural enrichment is something very important. So the second scenario is like to have one Israeli partner and one partner from Morocco. That, the condition about Morocco is like the new Morocco university accepts to collaborate immediately, with Israel. No conditions. There are no conditions. Or conditions that I can handle. I mean, if I have to involve European students during this process, I will do it. But, conditions that, I will have results, which mean engagement of the students in our activities. This is the second scenario. And the third scenario, I'm not going to, the third scenario is to have two new Moroccan partners that, of course, they should fulfill both of them, this condition. I vote for the second one for the following reasons. So is it clear now? Or we continue with less two partners, or we engage one Israeli partner, one Morocco, or we engage two Moroccan partners. So there are three options. In my opinion, I vote for the second scenario because of the following reasons. We need to keep, the cultural, this is the purpose of the project, like to engage Morocco and Israelis together and Europeans. So in my opinion, as a project and as, I am reviewing the situation, for me, I will vote for the second scenario because we have a very active associate partner that brings events, brings ideas, brings partnership, brings new partners. as well, associate ones. And the second one is like a new Morocco partner that Abdelillah, with the condition that, you know, I mean, not the condition that they want to collaborate with Israel, they will participate, a new Morocco partner. So to have 3 Moroccan partners. And the situation, of course, will be reviewed, you know, continuously now, even for the European partners as well.
Yes.
It's not only like to be transparent. So I vote, let's vote. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, we continue with -2. We continue with 1 Morocco and 1 Israeli partner. We continue with 2 Moroccan partners, new ones, with a commitment that they will collaborate with Israel tomorrow. Okay, so I can see. I'm sorry, Elena, you cannot vote now. I'm sorry, you are. I'm sorry. I vote, you know, Costas. I will write Costas in the day. I vote for scenario 2. So the scenario 2 is 1-1. Now we vote. We don't. Yeah. Please, okay, Nava. If we
No, I just wanted to ask that Abdullah asked until Friday to give him a chance.
Of course, we are going to give the chance to bring, you know, the 3rd Moroccan partner.
You know, 1, not 2.
Yeah,
1 and not 2.
I will give the chance. Of course, I will give the chance. And he can bring more than one. The other one can be associate partner. And as I told you, we review the situation. For me, there are European partners that also, you know, probably after even HMU. I mean, it's very hard because we are coordinators, but also us, we are under assessment.
Yes.
Everyone is under assessment.
I like the idea that he brings to one of them as associate.
Okay, so more than that. I mean, for me, I would like to have probably, you know, a capacity building with Morocco, you know, later on, and I need more partners from Morocco. But now we need to vote. So we have 3 options. 1, we continue as we are. Second, 1 associate partner that has shown to us the commitment, and 3rd, and 1 Morocco partner, always, or 2 Moroccan partners. I vote, and you know, the associate partners from Morocco, they can be as many. The project is open to anyone. No one has suggested anyone, as I say, like, no.
Shut up, now we vote.
Okay, let's vote. No, written. Maribor.
No, I'm not giving the vote at the moment. I have to agree with Nava in some way that we agreed that they have the time to work until Friday or whatever version and so on. Costas pretty clearly explained all 3 options, but I would prefer, and probably it would be good for whatever is going on later on, that this proposal are available to everyone who has to vote in some written form to understand it, how it is. And I don't see the problem that we can vote in few days. We put this Friday, we can vote then on Monday or whatever. But the other thing, what I would like is that we put this in written for what we are.
You know, in the chat is written. You know, I can say this.
Sorry, I didn't saw that.
Anyhow, I mean, now we come back. We're moving ahead, and we come back. All right.
Costas,
Please.
I need to talk. I think for you who who work in the business academia cooperation, you will immediately understand that we gave lots of time. And I'm sorry to disagree with you, Tatiana. I love you, I respect you, but they had their chances.
What the feelings?
They had a meeting with the project officer. They had their chances, and the project officer is today, and yesterday they didn't come, and today they didn't come neither. So time has limits, and respect has also limits. I think now it's time to vote, and I think the options are clear. I think we should vote today, and perhaps the decision will be operational as of Monday, because we gave time on the Friday if they show up.
Yeah.
I vote for 2. Can you type?
Type for you, but it looks like. Okay, guys, colleagues, I can see one. I can see. You know, let's see.
I lost my connection.
I can see my vote. Ayelet, I mean, they cannot vote. Elena and Ayelet cannot vote. Stan, I can see. Rhonda, I can see. Samia, Eli, Ilaria. 2 and 3 are both okay.
Ilaria, come on.
Italian diplomacy.
I love all the people. I love all the people. Love, not war. Come on.
Is the right, huh?
Yeah, all the options are right. All the options are right.
She can abstain. She can do abstention.
Option 2, but we make sure the 2 partners. No, not only 2 partners from Morocco. I would like to have 10 partners from Morocco. Can you bring me 10 partners? I love it to have 10 partners from Morocco.
Nobody can bring you 10 partners. Nobody can bring you. But we need to aspire to have more, even if as associate. That's my point.
Nikat too. Abdelilah, are you going to vote?
He's gone.
No, I will not vote. I said I will not vote. I won't.
So what we are going to do until Friday then?
Well, you know, Costas, what use was the meeting we had with the program officer?
The program officer is here and
no, just let me finish. You asked me, please. What use was that? If we've decided on so many things and then we go back on them. I'm not going to vote on this because of what I explained. You can vote. I will not. I'm sorry.
So how do you know how many partners you need to approach?
Say it again, please.
How do you know then how many partners you need to approach if you don't vote? There is a third option in order to have 2 new partners from Morocco that they want to collaborate with Israel. This is not an option.
Let me remind you once again the purpose of this project.
So Ilaria, for example,
if the purpose of this project is forgotten, even Tamkin would not follow. I'm sorry.
So what is the purpose of this project then? Remind me, because
the purpose of this project, and we are involved in another project. This is not the only one. In 2 more projects. And we are working things out.
So the problem, what is the problem? So what is the problem with the process of this project that the other 2, they don't participate?
You're a nice guy. I respect you when you talk, so please, let me finish. We are doing our best to keep this ongoing. And the 2 other projects and the project officer could share. We even started what we call with the Western Galilee College Peace Building Bridge Initiative. We didn't say let's finish it. We said let's give it time. Moroccans and Israelis. Don't forget that in Israel we have 1.2 million people living there, Moroccan. We are the widest community in Israel. We are trying our best. We know that these times are difficult. Eli, you know that, right? These times are very difficult. We're trying to deal with them as best as we can. So if you want to vote, go ahead, vote. I am not. I'm sorry.
I fully agree with what you said up to now. The only point that I probably didn't miss it, or I didn't understand very well is what do you want to do? You want to keep going with the 2 Moroccan partners? Because to my understanding, for you as well, as those 2 Moroccan partners are not, well, let's get rid of Moroccan. Those 2 partners are not collaborating, so we need to find a solution. Terminate, and then you say that maybe it's, and I kind of support you as well, that we could try to insert, to add another Moroccan. So one of the options is indeed to add other 2 Moroccan partners, or to add at least 1 Moroccan partner. So I'm really sorry, I beg you pardon, but I don't understand which is your idea now. You agree to terminate the 2 partners who are not collaborative, right? Or I get it wrong?
Oh, I understand it. If they want to come in the project, they have to do Friday.
but until Friday to still try to engage the two partners, or until Friday to try to engage new Moroccan partner. This is probably what I missed it. Your idea was to till Friday to keep trying to engage the current situation, or to add the new Moroccan?
To add new.
I think here we support this point. So I'm a bit puzzled, I should say.
So Abdelillah, what is your response on this?
Well, what we said earlier that we will give time till Friday to do two things. One, try to make sure that you cannot just cut two partners just like that. These are two prestigious universities in the country. You cannot cut them just like that.
The consortium can.
Yeah. Well, then do it.
No,
then do it.
No.
Daniela, I'm trying to be as open as I can.
Yeah, sure.
Please. So if you can do that, you don't need my opinion. Just go ahead, do it. I would like to reach out to the two universities on one hand, and also talk to two potential partners and come back to you on Friday.
Okay.
I'm just trying to save us a very, how would I say that?
Critical incident.
Please, Nava, don't interrupt, please.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So basically, you want until Friday to still try to engage those two universities?
Yes, definitely, yes. I would.
And if not, on the same time, let's say, to try to engage two new Moroccan partners.
Yes.
But you would agree with us that those two Moroccan partners that will eventually join, there should be two that are already, as your colleague suggested, that you already work with Israel, so they don't have any problem to be in a different consortium. But yeah, so saying that, which I think it was already agreed, if those two options that you are just saying will not be realized, because imagine the two universities will never answer even to you, or they will say, we are not interested. You will not find all the two Moroccan. You agree with me and with all of us that you should find a third solution, right? Unless you want to kill the project. And the third solution is to vote in the project. No?
To end the project.
Oh, you might.
I mean,
if you
but you know, let me tell you something. If we end the project, Kostas, as a European citizen, and as often I'm going to Brussels, I'm going to make No. I'm going to say the European Union also should be. You should have, plan B, plan C for these situations. I'm talking about how.
No, sorry, Kostas. Plan B, plan C. If people do not want to collaborate anymore, we are in a free world. You cannot force people to not collaborate.
No, but
I'm trying to understand the third option. So for you, let me summarize again, because I think we lose a bit, and me as well. First option is until Friday, you will try to engage the two partners which are already in the consortium, or you will try to bring two new Moroccan partners. Okay. By the way, this was already discussed during the meeting with me, and until now it hasn't happened. But okay, we can give a bit more time until Friday. If those two options will not be realized, do I understand correctly that you don't want to participate anymore in the project as well?
Who are you talking about? Tamkeen?
To you.
Tamkeen is committed to this project, Daniela, you know that.
Okay, so you will still be committed. So in the event, then Friday, we will not have your two options. No, the old partner, no, the new one. What do you suggest? The suggestion is one of these votes that they are voting today. Replace with one Moroccan, replace with two Moroccan, which was the third option, no, if I'm correct. So,
well, honestly, if not, I'll have to go back to my colleagues and get back to you with our decision. but Temkin is committed to this project.
Okay, so in case by Friday you will not find a collaborative, let's say, with the two partners who are already in this project, you need to find or the two Moroccan or one Moroccan. So I think it's fair because we are on the same page and we are actually, I think everybody, if I read here the vote, is supporting your idea to have at least one new Moroccan if the other two are not participating. So I think they are supporting your idea, everybody here. So I don't know actually why. Then if you don't want to vote, don't vote, because anyhow, your fellows are supporting your idea. So everybody is voting to have one or two more Moroccan. So why we are discussing?
Everyone has voted for two and third option. Like the second option, as I can see, is like one Israeli, one Morocco, extra to the two, or the third option, which are two more Moroccan partners. So everyone agrees with the scenario. We have, however, the scenario that no one from Morocco will vote to collaborate. In this case, we are going to move on with two other partners. If we cannot find partners from Morocco to collaborate, what I should do?
Didn't Ilana say she works now with two different Moroccan institutions
NGOs.
NGOs, yes, they're not
the university.
It's a youth organization, so we can organize youth.
But this is a virtual exchange based on youth, so I think that's okay that we have youth organizations. So familiar with the
question,
guidelines.
Please,
if I may,
please.
What's the profile of the organizations we were talking about?
I mean, for me, the profile of the organizations that I wish to see, and based on what we replace, for me, it should be universities. Because universities, they are very much tailored on what we are doing right now, not what we will do. So they are, I mean, engage, more population, it has more impact, for future collaboration in education and in research. For my opinion, it should be universities. However, we have also a youth association that we would like to integrate as fast as possible. So probably, one NGO and one university also could be an option, but they need to collaborate with the Israeli universities and youth centers. This is for me, it's like, it's a mandatory, how can I say, condition.
Okay, thanks.
But can we agree that at the end of all this nice discussion, everybody agrees to have an additional Moroccan in case the other one leaves? So I think we are all fair here, more than fair. So.
Yeah, that's why we have the two and the third option.
Yes, so
here. All right. So in order to conclude, we're going to have feedback from Abdelillah by Friday. Then Abdelillah will, I am expecting from Abdelillah the information that either, he managed, that for me, I don't agree, but I have to say, that the other two, they will, UMP and UM6P, they will commit and they will start to be active. Or second, he's going to bring two new partners from Morocco that they accept to collaborate with the other partners of the consortium, or then we have votes for also, or it's going to bring one Morocco partner, and then we have option two, and we have the candidate in order to join the project. Or, he's not going to find anyone to collaborate. We continue with Tamkin and Dawi, hopefully, and then we move on with two associate partners that they have shown to us that they have contributed. And this is the fourth scenario that we will check on Friday or on Sunday or next week. In my opinion, the other ones will be the Yazreli Valley College, because they have contributed with the students, with the courses, and they have participated in the activities. But this is something that we will discuss on Friday. So on Friday, we are going to review. I will send you an email by Sunday. We have also tomorrow our meeting for the people that they can participate in order to check what we are planning. But this is a progress. I will say this is a progress, because what do they say, that we should start with the frog in the Americas, like for the things that we don't, we are not feeling comfortable. And this is what we are doing right now. We're not feeling comfortable, we would like to continue as we are, as we have started. but the conditions and the circumstances, probably we need to reevaluate what we are doing in order to keep the good environment, but also to keep the work that we are doing. And I say that this is like a continuous thing that we need to do for ourselves, and myself as a coordinator also for myself and also the others. So Ellie would like to say something. I have seen your hand was on. I mean, if this is not the case, I think that we can close the second day. So if I would like to summarize, we summarized the work packages.
Sorry, you have skipped my proposal of a Moroccan partner with virtual participants, a youth organization. So
no, we did not skip anything.
Option to bring a partner, but I cannot bring a partner. I don't understand, because you have eliminated this option.
No, I did not eliminate. I did not eliminate anything. Abdellah asked.
Should I reach out and ask my?
First of all, I mean, you can suggest. First of all. Second, Abdellah asked me what is a profile, and I answered this to Abdellah that for me the profile should be either two universities that they are committed to work for with Israeli universities for the reasons that I have responded, or it will be one university and an NGO. The NGO, Abdellah can contact with you, or Elena, you can send the information to Abdellah that this NGO collaborates with us. In this case, you give the Abdellah a solution, but at least one is this one. So we do not eliminate anything. So Elena, please feel free to send this email to me or to Abdellah directly. I know that this NGO from Morocco collaborates with us. This could be solved, one, so he can bring another university from Morocco, and then we have two partners that they want to collaborate with all the partners. Okay? Elena, is it okay now? Right, like this?
Okay.
Well, what does it mean? You said something different?
No, it's just, I don't think I need to provide, we need as a consortium to decide on a partner. It's not that one person bring, I don't know, we have a joint meeting.
Yeah, but sorry, you can always suggest, and unless it's someone that it's really, I don't know, the others probably will accept.
If you know,
it's so strictly, I mean, someone
that collaborates with Israeli university.
Yeah, but who do I provide Abdellah with this person? And I want to give I want the person to join us as a consortium and introduce himself and show how they are active in Erasmus and that they're willing to collaborate with Israel and all that. I don't think I need to provide do this directly with Abdellah only, not
provide to everybody then.
Yeah. But
I said that if you provide this information and to Abdellah, you make his life easier, because he knows at least one of the two Moroccan partners, the new ones, that they are people that they collaborate, and this is something that we want. So, to summarize. We summarize, work package 3 and work package 4, and we'll make, the connection later on. Tomorrow we are going to discuss with the people that they participate the NICAT. I will start with the NICAT, and ideas from the NICAT how we can engage the youth, because this is also a very important. The people are very committed. How we can collaborate, how we can engage them to our activities, what are their ideas, what do they propose, and how can we help from different countries. Then tomorrow we are going to present what we are planning right now and how do we run and what are your suggestions, and we'll finish. We sum up. And I'm waiting from Abdellah, his proposals in order to check what scenario we will follow as a continuation regarding the constitution of the project. Okay? Anything that I have missed, any disagreement? Please, Tatiana.
No disagreement, and you didn't miss anything. But because we have to move a part of our team tomorrow, if you allowed me a minute.
Yeah, please.
So it was planned yesterday and it was moved then for today, and because I will not be able to say this tomorrow, it's the content-based thing, what you want me to report about our students.
but I believe that one sentence is important that might be, it's placed good in this moment as well. The first generation of students that were cooperating from the University of Maribor, they reported at the end something that maybe we didn't expect, and it's also very important. We were looking more or less to cooperate, to go with each other, nations, cultures, and so on and so far. But both groups separately from Maribor came to the idea or to the additional result that if they would not participate in impact, they would never learn so much about each other, the Slovenian also about the Slovenians, and they will not connect to each other so strongly as they did it then in the week where they have been in Crete, where they have together and with others solved the problems, starting from traveling and doing this part as well. So it's really important, all those connections, and also that our own students connect to ourselves, to each others. And for further work, we will give to Kostas tomorrow and to Jozef the preparation for this series of talk or workshops about the inclusion, diversity, and so on, what we have already, the basic structure, and everyone who has the idea for another talk is invited to propose it, and then we will try to finalize that program and going on with it as a kind of COIL or workshop, first of all, for teachers, because we are quite often lost when we have to deal with diversity and inclusion, because we are coming just in practice to that, but not to get it from teaching, learning, or whatever. Sorry, it was more than 1 minute.
Never mind, we don't keep that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tatiana. This was very useful. Similar statements also from Holon students from NAVA. This gives us, the happiness to continue. So I think that we should stop here. We have, a scenario. I will review the scenario, and tomorrow when we will continue our presentation, I will place these interconnection slides on what we have discussed today. I hope that you will join us in a half an hour in the COIL about research and digital skills. We are going to have one Dutch professor and one German professor that is going to discuss with our students using EduScrum processes, how do they evaluate their soft skills. However, if you are very tired and you would like to rest, enjoy the evening, and speak to you tomorrow. All right. So. And
at 6:30 we have the discussion regarding the leadership COIL.
Okay. Yes, I will be there.
Yeah. So we have a very long day still.
Never mind. I have also dinner today with these people about, diet.
That means that we have a time to end our meeting about the COIL. We'll be very dedicated.
Okay. All right. Enjoy your time.
See you in half an hour.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.